All right. It is time to finish off where we left off for this year's 2024 Halloween one-shots. Let me go ahead and unveil the screen behind us. Could I ask someone to kind of remind ourselves? Definitely not me. I definitely know what happened last session. But, for the class, who they need a reminder of what happened last time. So,
Sure.
Could someone do a little quick recap for us?
I nominate
All right, I'm on it. So last time we were here in this little adorable harvest village, and we had just met this lovely drow named Casimir. And it turns out that he was very curious about the magic that they use to infuse their honey in their teas. So we were here exploring. There was a mild upset over the giant bee statue. Poor Pim, who is very deathly allergic, thought it was real, but it was not real, and we discovered the truth and had to reassure him. He did vomit. It was quite sad. And as we were continuing on, we met up with this poor, lovely businesswoman and a man who he couldn't pick a right time of day to come and negotiate. So I was partially missing during that point, but there was I believe there was an altercation, and a punch was not thrown. It was caught by Casimir. Elena was furious, but she walked off. She walked off for anger. And we continued to have peaceful talks with this man, and finally he saw reason and walked away. And we got some nice honey for it. Then Dooley saw this poor, tragic little lad who was off in the corner with a hood over his face. And she went over and offered him some food, but she didn't really have any food, so I think somebody else offered him food. And now we're going to go to the corn maze.
Oh,
corn maze.
Thank you for the recap. Excellent stuff. Yes, the food that was offered was thanks to Pim. There was some dirt pudding that was offered.
Yeah.
And then apple bobbing I'm very happy about. But yes, you are all on your way to the corn maze. So I will actually go ahead and give me just a moment as I swap out some of the music and get you all going through there. We'll do this one of my personal favorites. And I take you all to the maze. Now, this will be the first map in a while that I've used. You'll find yourselves at the bottom of this screen. Hopefully, if things have gone well, you should see a little portion of the maze that has been cut out. And
Okay, so don't move.
Wow.
Taking my camera a while to load it in, probably because I'm waiting for the map to load in. It's probably
has loaded from yet.
Feel free to scroll.
You might have to scroll at the bottom, zoom out and scroll, because I thought it was oh, is this loading? But then you go at the bottom, it's there.
Oh, there's something appearing at the bottom.
I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
has the map fully loaded for you all?
The rest of it has
not
yet
fully
to be
now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's
Uh-oh.
Give me a sec. Let me
Maybe.
pause some things here. Okay.
This is nice music.
Thank you. Yeah. Looking for something that's a little low stakes but still somber. And while I am having difficulty loading it on my end, that is no reason for us to not progress any further with the adventure. It's just the small details that will be missed here in translation. It's at this point that you find yourselves in the maze, accompanied by your new party member. There's a few there's 3 paths that have opened up before you. There's one directly ahead, there's one to the left, and one to the right. For now, I will let you all kind of go at whatever pace, but if the group splits off a little bit more, I will call for initiative. But until then, feel free to move around, and should you move somewhere where you cannot immediately see, I will try to reveal more of it.
I have a question.
Yes.
The music is very loud on my end.
Oh, yeah, so sorry.
It's not allowed for me.
Here.
You can turn it down.
Yeah. We'll get that adjusted for you. Okay. Yes, you are free to move about the cabin. Feel free to move somewhere, and then I will go ahead and just reveal more of the map. And again, if you all get too spread out, I will put you all in initiative, not as a punishment, just for the record, but just so I don't go crazy over here.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
A few other reminders. You did hear about a bar that traveled through this maze. And
Oh, yeah.
while my people can't see the resolution for this maze very well, imagine that it is made of some sort of yellowish planty material.
Okay,
Ooh,
I did hear this
okay.
bard, but I mean, at the same time, this our friend whose name I remember was also supposed to be a guide,
Oh,
but
you're right. The kid was supposed to be the guide. Okay. Looks like, not just for my convenience, but he's like, first of all, he is happy that people have decided to go into the maze with him, but he's still getting his bearings. He's like, yes, I can be your guide, all right. And there are 3 paths. Okay, that is. He like pulls out the script. That is not in the script, Troy. What's going on here? And he's like leafing through. He's still trying to get his bearings. So as far as initial progression through the maze is concerned, he might need a moment.
okay.
Well, I've always heard that going to the right is one of the best ways to do these sorts of things. I vote for the right path.
Now, Dooley, where did you hear that? Child, are you sure you know what you're doing? You don't want to walk into danger and then be responsible for a dead child.
You don't think I can protect a child?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone in combat outside of this Elena here trying to hit someone with nunchucks.
Oh, yes. If we throw L at anybody, she's gonna just decimate them. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right.
I see.
Come here, come
What?
here. Come here. She's like motioning
What
to
if we
Casimir like a
flipped
cat.
a coin?
Ooh, a coin might be fun. For left and right, we're just gonna keep out the middle then.
You all also could split up. I just throw that out there in
True.
case.
Oh, that's for the initial initiatives for.
Yes, it's for
Well,
if you
I do
choose to.
see.
But back to you. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so I do see honey in the center path, so not quite sure about that.
Well, there's honey over here as well. It looks like the left.
The right seems to be the cleanest way to go, and I would like to keep my shoes relatively unspoiled.
Yes, me too.
Okay.
Dooley, I will just go with you. Since I'm not
Alright.
sure I trust. I'm not sure I trust the others.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, what are you saying?
I'm not trying to attack anyone. I have not seen the best performances on your end.
Oh, I didn't know that this was a test. I didn't know we were getting graded.
I wasn't testing anyone. No. I was just look. I hardly know you people. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's true. That's also very true. It's all right. She reaches up and is gonna grab Casimir's hand, say, "It's all right, dear. We'll be okay. We are pro-adventurers." And she's just gonna start marching forward.
Alright.
Just la 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 la.
It's like, I was just messing with you.
Okay.
Okay, kid whose name I remember. I believe you know the best way to this bard that I've heard of, so I'll stick with you.
Are you providing some sort of encouragement for this kid?
Yes. We believe in you, and Pim believes in you. That's why he gave you the gummy worms or dirt thing.
Okay.
Edible dirt.
Well, I'm really just asking because if you wanted, you could roll your choice of persuasion to convince him that, say, oh yeah, you've got this, we're rooting for you. Deception, if you're like, oh yeah, you've got this, we're rooting for you, but you don't actually believe that. Or performance, just, either any of the 3 in case you're feeling lucky. But if you're not, yeah, we can just keep with this like normal. And
I'm feeling lucky. Let's try a performance then. Here we go.
All right. And looks like you got a nice 15. So, he like nods to himself. He's like, yeah, don't worry. I'll get you through this maze safely. And he looks around, and as the camera pans over, like the dotted outline of where the other party members used to be is like there flashing. He's like, I'll be ready soon. And he's like still like consulting his, like you'll see that he pulls out like a little bag and he like casts some bones on the ground. He's like, I don't know what that means. He like picks them all up. He casts the bones again. He's like,
He's trying to do bone fortune telling.
In this day and age, oh no.
He pulls out a different bag. He's like, okay, let's try these runes. And he like casts the runes and they all land face down. And he's like, aha. So he's having some trouble, but he's at least encouraged and he's not discouraged by the events that have transpired. Yes. Out of curiosity, I will say, let's see. I know Dooley's come over this way, so let me go ahead and reveal more of the map for you over here on the right. And you see off in the distance what appears to be, so these gates here, sorry, I didn't get to describe these gates to you all. These gates are meant to kind of represent a few things. They're not actually like prisons or cages. So this first cage is essentially a door. It's the one directly by the kid. This one looks like it's made out of solid stone. There's no handle, there's no hinges, there's just a door in the way made of solid stone. Whereas Dooley, as leader of the Slayers, you've marched bravely ahead, ready to show Casimir that you all are capable of taking on any encounters that come your way. This door over here is made of a flat sheet of glass, and there is also no handle, no hinges.
Oh, interesting. Do I see anything beyond the glass?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, sorry. Let me reveal what's beyond the glass for you. And while you're here, the kid will say, "Oh, I see right. The party has split off. So let me go ahead and cast my special spell, Zoom." And he casts a spell. And with this spell, you are. This is gonna sound a little hand wavy, but you will be able to, even if you're at either door. I don't want to like split off the party so you can't solve a particular puzzle without the help of the others. So he like holds out his hands. There's like a crystal ball in there. And basically, because Pim and Elena are here, you can also see a reflection of the door that Dooley's in front of, made of clear glass, and Dooley can see through it. And Dooley, you also see behind you an illusion of the kid, Pim, and Elena in front of a door of solid stone. Same as your glass door, no handles, no hinges. And then Casimir, you can kind of see that illusion of Dooley's door behind you as the kid holds this crystal ball aloft. Yeah. Oh, and because you stepped forward this way, Dooley, let me reveal more of the map in this direction to your left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I see.
Interesting. All right. Let me go ahead and give it a little push. Just with my hands.
Okay. This is more for my benefit than anything, but can you just give me a sleight of hand check?
Interesting. That's not what I would expect, Gotta make sure it's not sleight of hand. There we go. I clicked it. Is it not coming through?
It may not.
If I click it again, I don't want it to overwhelm the system.
True.
Okay.
Just in case you
Nothing
can also
happening?
roll physically, I do see your sleight of hand is a is a -1. So we could just take whatever. There it is.
There we go. I got it. Okay, go with the first one.
Okay, yes. I typically do
It's
go with the
just
first
lagging.
one, so unfortunately that is a nat 1. So
Sorry.
those people on my end, feel free to get your nat 1s in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So because this is a critical failure,
Not ones everywhere.
this is
And
what's happening. You put your hand on the glass and you smudge it. The glass is smudged now. It is like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at it. I have to avert my eyes.
Oh, that was from the honey from early. Oh. I'm gonna walk away. Yeah, just gonna walk away. Oh. There we go.
All right. Well, perhaps you will return to the glass door, or perhaps you'll never show your face here again. Exit the corn maze immediately.
There's so much honey around here.
All right. As you round this corner, I'll reveal more of the map for you. But until then, the rest of you, Pim, Elena, and Casimir, anything you'd like to do?
Mm-hmm. We're at a gate right now.
You are at a stone door. No handles, no hinges. Yes.
All right.
And you can't smudge it. At least I sure hope you can't smudge it. Anything can happen in D&D.
And there's no lock of some sort.
There is no lock. Sorry, I had to look down and check.
Okay. Could you try pushing it, or is it just only open from one side?
You can try pushing it. It would be an athletics check.
Okay. I'll try rolling athletics. I have a -1 in athletics, so it probably won't go well. But I'll try.
Wait, 17 is still a solid roll. Okay. Can you describe to me like how this one is more for like role play purposes, but it helps me visualize exactly what's going to happen here. You know, like, do you like square up your hands? You like put your legs at shoulder width. You take a deep breath and then you push it. Like, or can you? Walk me through how you're ready to. It's a good roll. I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, put one foot in front of each other
Okay.
in like a sturdy stance, and then push with both of my hands against the door. Go.
Okay. So you
can't see me, but I'm like pushing my hands on my computer.
I was about to say you can't see me either. I have my hands up because I'm visualizing or pretending to be Pim right now. So you're like, okay. So you put your hands on the door, right? And as you like go you actually fall through the door and pop out on.
Whoa.
Would you have aimed left or right? I can't decide, so I just want to like say you feel a falling
I can't
motion.
just go like forward.
Yeah, unfortunately there is no forward. You can see on the map that
I'm in jail now.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay,
All right.
I'll go this way.
All right, I'll let you go left. All right, so you can't see the rest of your party. You fell out through the door, actually. The rest of you all, especially Casimir and Elena and Kid, I hope you're having a good time over there. You see him place his hands on the doors, and as he's about to go, he like falls through and is gone. Falls through the stone door, and you just see a stone wall here now.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Tim, can you hear us? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seem to have gone through the door. What the heck?
Julie, you can
Okay,
make your
good.
way
You
around
didn't
too.
become Han Solo.
Can they hear him through the other
Yes.
side?
Yeah, and the reason why, this is gonna sound really silly, you know how corn mazes, you can just like hear people above, like because there's like no ceiling, right? You look up, you see the setting sun, the sky getting darker, the stars slowly popping out. Yeah, you can hear him on the other side just fine. And Dooley, you can kind of hear the rest of your party. You might hear Pim, Brayson, and then yeah, you hear stuff to the best of your ability. I'm sure you can imagine it.
Oh. Okay. I head towards the noise then.
Can Casimir kind of like extends his staff and like waves it above the corn maze so that to try and get like Pim's attention. He's like,
Okay.
"Can you see this?"
Well, Pim, you do see a staff emerging from the corn stalk heads beyond the door.
He's like, "Okay, let's try not to get lost here. If we get into battle and we're separated, I don't know about you guys, but we're doomed."
Do I hear this? Oh my god.
yeah, you were close enough. to
Yeah,
hear
he
this.
says it like really, really loud.
Love the optimism there, Casimir.
Always, always. And then he tries to keep his staff up so Pim can continue to see it. And he
I think
bumps it.
Yeah, I think
That,
you guys could fall through the door too if you
damn.
wanted to.
Dooley, you see a
I'd
stone
rather
wall.
land.
Sorry, interrupted you, Jen.
Casimir is gonna try and keep his staff above his head, and the crystal of his staff is gonna can he get it to light up?
Oh yes, of course. I believe you have access to. Yes, that's fine. All right, there's a shining
so he just
beacon of
does that.
hope. To you.
Yeah.
He's just to so people know where they are, because I don't know how bright it is in this corn maze.
That is a good point. Out of curiosity, are any of you human or dragonborn? I think none of you are, right? So you all can technically see just fine. But as far as guidance is concerned, yes, the staff is helpful, so that Pim knows where the rest of the party is.
That's good. That's good. And then can he crouch down and ask the young boy Miller?
Oh yes, you. That is the name that he gave. What would you like to ask him?
Okay. So Casimir is Miller, are you familiar with these doors? Does this make any sense to you?
Oh yes. Right. These doors are these. The designer of the maze put in these random obstacles for people to try to give them more of a challenge going through what already for most people would be a rather challenging maze. So I guess it looks like that one kid got through just fine. I of course will definitely know what this one is and how to get past it. I just had to make sure, of course. Sorry, excuse me. That we're going in the correct direction. Anyway, right? Because even though there's a door in the way, it could still be the wrong way. But yeah. This one in particular, let me see if I can find out anything about it.
So could we all just do what Pim did and get through? Or is it just Pim?
I think that the solution would be universal. I think that any of the maze entrants, including me actually, even though I'm not a real person. Wait, what? Who said that? Even me, I could get through this maze. Huh? Sorry, I meant that more because I'm being controlled by a higher entity. Anyway, yeah, I think any of us could get through this wall. Hey, okay, aren't we all?
Guys!
So what was it that Pim
Giving-
did? I think we could replicate that pretty easily.
Right, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear any of that. And he's gonna go up and try and mimic the same pushing motion, but kind of awkwardly.
Okay.
He's like, Pim, is this how you did it? Can you even see me?
Oh my god.
No, I don't believe I can see you.
Okay, yes, Pim cannot see you, but from what you can faintly remember, there was, I think, Corri, remind me. I believe Pim placed his hands on the stone wall, right, and then
Yes.
made the cry.
Gently caressed it.
The voice might be important. I have to make sure that I do the.
Right, okay.
Okay, so as you you brace yourself against the door, you also fall through. But out of curiosity, would you fall left or right if given the choice? I know it's a very spur of the moment decision, and I know you technically have additional knowledge seeing this map top down, but you fall through and you get shunted in a particular direction because you can't stay in the solid material. Which way would you like to roll?
Got it.
Like being glitched through a system, I get it.
I would like to. I'd like to fall on Dooley's end.
On Dooley's end. All right, you pop up right over here. Took a minute for my camera to. Yeah, You roll
Hey,
through.
I'm
Julie,
follow with me.
you see Casimir roll through out of the stone door, the stone wall.
Oh, that looked weird. Oh my. I don't think I'll be touching any of those in any short order.
Right. Well, I think we know how to get through then. But
Mhm.
that was not pleasant.
Didn't look it. Yeah. But that means we're separated now, though. Huh? Oh dear.
Oh,
Hmm.
I guess I didn't fall through the right end.
No worries. Of course, you
I
do see Casimir
suppose-
has that staff lit, I believe.
Mhm. Nice. Well, there is a glass door of similar purport up ahead, but it's terribly smudged, and I just it's not very pretty to look at.
Right, smudged. Should we? I think we should go look at it. Maybe I can help.
Possibly so. All right. I guess we'll head back, and and it's quite awful, really, really bad. Just
He's like, you're just
It's
gonna
a-
leave me all the way
we
right
can't do
here?
anything, Pip. Sorry, Pip.
Don't worry,
Hey,
Pim.
just
do
keep
that.
track of where my staff is. We'll find each other.
I'm sure you'll be reunited soon enough. Elena, you see and hear all this transpire. Did you want to attempt to go through the stone wall?
Yeah. So she assumes that the side that Casimir wasn't on is where Pim is, so she'll try to emulate the pushing of the door.
Okay.
Goes
All right, and you
with
will
the
go ahead and
hands
fall
out.
right through, and now you're reunited with Pim.
Oh, hi Pim.
Hello, Elena.
Okay, kid, it's safe.
Now I'm second guessing myself whether we went in the right direction or not.
Well, you know what? It's like heavy rain. There are no right directions. There's just different ones.
Yeah, unless you're me.
There we go.
What's heavy rain?
Oh, it's this interactive play that I watched. So you actually get to tell the actors how you'd want them to react. It's very interesting, kind of
Quite curious indeed.
experimental play.
All right, so you all arrive at this next door, at which point I'll go ahead and jump back over to Casimir and to Dooley. You have returned to the glass door with a horrid smudge on it, the likes of which you feel like no amount of spell will be able to remove.
Right. Wow. That is.
Yeah.
That's a lot. How did that even
Yeah.
happen? Is that
I
the
have-
honey?
Yes, I mean, maybe that explains the honey spill from earlier. Somebody must be making an absolute mess of this place. Very tragic.
Right. Okay. I believe that's the honey we bought, but whatever. Let me take a look at this. So, did you? Wait, is this a different gate from the one we first fell through?
Yes, because this one is basically, sorry, I have put new icons on the map to more accurately indicate what you're looking at. So this one is kind of just like, this one's glass that you can see through. You can see through the other side. No handles, no
Right.
hinges, just like the other one. But the other one was solid stone. And you were able to basically shunt your way through. And then this one is, well, solid glass.
Okay. Well, can I check for like any kind of magic on this like door?
Oh, yes. Feel free to roll me Arcana.
Okay.
Oh.
I rolled an 18.
An 18. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me check something here real quick. That's a pretty good. So, you know what? How about this? Should I message? No, okay. I'll just say it out loud. So, from the glass itself, you detect no magic, but you sense divination magic actually coming from the western side of the map. You've been pretty good about determining where magic is generally located, concentrated in, just like in the last apiary map. So here you sense that magic is weighing heavily on, to your west. As far as your north is concerned, there's not really much you could call magic around this door, actually.
Okay. Nation. Interesting.
It's interesting.
Right,
I almost
so-
thought just breaking it would do. What do you think?
You try, but I have a feeling if any kind of magic is involved, I hardly think breaking it will do much. But be my guest.
But I also don't want to commit.
More crimes? I'm sorry.
Right. I'll try it. I'll give it a good whack.
Giving it a good whack?
Yeah.
All right. What did you roll to hit with? Is
With
there
my morning star.
with your morning star? All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Great. This is-
Okay, I guess I gotta look up something. Sorry, give me just
That was
Look
a
up-
3 plus 5. That's
Objects.
amazing.
Oh my gosh. If it were a 17, right? I'd be like, oh yeah, that absolutely hits. If it were a 5, I'd be like, oh yeah, that definitely doesn't
yeah.
hit. But now it's an 8, so I have to look up something real quick. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. Okay, you hold your morning star tight. You swing back, and actually, it gets caught in some of the plant life as you swing it to the wide, and it jerks out of your hands. And oh.
You know what? I think that's a sign that I shouldn't be messing with class today. I'm gonna pick up my morning star
Okay.
and play with my pride.
I'd say so.
Thundered. Well, should we go back
That
and pick
is-
up the kid and go the other way? I suppose, past the honey.
I guess so. Are we able to? Oh gosh, where is the kid?
We left him behind. Oh dear, I'm going back then.
It's
My
okay.
goodness.
No Child Left Behind wasn't enacted yet, so you're fine. All right, I assume you're heading back to the entrance. So
Man.
while that is happening,
Yes.
we're gonna jump over to Pim and Elena. You are in front of, again, it looks like a cage, but it is actually not. You see that there is a door here with a knocker that is a sad crying face. So,
Oh.
think the tragedy comedy masks. Think or have you seen Alice in Wonderland? Imagine if the doorknob guy, he was the knocker and he had a very sad crying face. That's in the top middle of this door.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess there's only one thing to do, which is knock on the knocker. Knock using the knocker.
Yeah. So there's no keyhole, nothing to lockpick or nothing.
That is a good question. There is no keyhole. Sorry. I didn't think.
No, that's okay. Okay. I'll trust your lead, Pim.
All right.
Okay. I give it 3 knocks.
Ooh. That is a good set of. There's a good number of knocks. You knock 3 times, and nothing seems to have happened. But it does look like the knocker looks somehow sadder than before, despite the fact you know for sure. Yeah, there's no way it would have changed, right? As an inanimate object, you're like, is
Mhm.
did it have that tear coming out of it before?
Okay. Can I ask it? Are we making you sad by knocking on you?
Mhm.
If you want, you can roll persuasion to convince it to answer your question. But this roll is I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. It's most likely gonna be. I have to abide by the dice, right? If the DC, I'll say, is rather high for this.
Okay. I believe in my luck for things that don't matter. So.
Okay.
Never mind.
So, what did you ask, kid? Are we making you cry?
Yes.
Okay. You hear off in the distance an old man say, "No, I don't think you're making me cry." But you hear nothing
Oh.
from the door but
Oh, it can talk.
I guess that was a doorknob that talked. Elena says.
yeah, and above the table, in case it wasn't clear, it was some other guy who's also lost in this maze.
Yeah. Oh, there's someone. But I guess Elena doesn't realize it's a person.
That's beautiful.
I'll allow you one more attempt now that you've each tried a potential solution. Oh, and actually, I'll say that while this is happening, as the others have reunited with the kid, as a reminder, he did cast the zoom spell, which allows him to kind of like show both halves of the party what puzzle the other half of the party is working on. So you're here, you've been reunited with Miller, who's also trying to, he's moved on from runes and bones, and now he has one of those little paper foldable things, the fortune tellers, and he's like flipping it to try to find solutions. But he's got the crystal ball like on his waist, and you can see that Pim and Elena are in front of a door with a knocker that has a sad crying face.
Interesting. Well, it could be the password. It could be...
Did you try telling it a funny joke?
We tried giving it a compliment.
Yes, Pim and Elena, you hear and kind of see illusions of Casimir and Dooley asking those two very questions.
Okay, I heard something about a joke. What do you think, Pim?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay, we'll combine both into one. A joke while asking if it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Maybe a joke will help cheer it up.
So they don't realize that we're not talking to to a person. The others.
You all can see each other. Through the magic spell of it's easier for me if you all can basically just be beside each other while you traverse this maze.
Okay, I'll roll for something so I could have time to come up with a joke in real life. Would you like me to roll for something?
Yes, if you would like, you can roll performance as you come up with or look up a joke for us to use in real life. It is not the longest joke in the world because that would take 3.5 hours to say out loud. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. And now I could just say a bad one. Hey, what's... You know what they say, turn that frown upside down.
What's that?
I see. So that is your joke associated with the performance of an 8. Corri, is there a joke you wanted Pim to say before I resolve this joke or not from Lux's character, Elena? Yeah, if you had a... yeah?
What is a ghost's favorite food? It's blueberries.
All right. You know what? Thank you for giving a joke, Corri. I appreciate it. So, Elena, when you say your joke, I will say maybe the door knocker looks even more sad. Like, its face looks like contorted into an expression of anguish. But when Pim says his joke, the door creaks into a smile and slowly opens up, and your pathway has been revealed.
Wow, good job. Hey, you should do performances sometime.
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah, you really knocked the socks off. Okay, anyways.
Like slam shut.
Maybe not with you.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel free to move through. let's see, Pim and Elena, you can move through. I'll reveal more of the map as you go along. While this is happening, Julie and Casimir, after successfully, through the kids' help, to suggesting alternative solutions. Anything you'd like to do or say to Miller? Any directions you'd like to go from here, actually?
All right, kid, you have to come with us at least. Come on, we're going this way instead. I've decided. Yeah.
Which
Yes.
Through there? the
Miller.
other side.
Hi, that's me.
Where did you learn your magic? You seem very confused.
Oh, I learned it
Which
from...
I suppose is to be expected from an early student, but...
Oh yeah, there's this board on the tavern with a listing about learning magic, and I pressed the string of runes on my crystal ball. I gathered up a lot of my savings, and I was able to learn from these strange animated images appearing in my crystal ball. It seemed totally legit and worth my money.
Right.
Oh dear.
This is going to be difficult. How much have you been through this maze before, by any chance?
I have talked to people who've gone through this maze.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm going to assume you do not know anything about these doors.
The doors I might be not as good at, but if you can just give me a little bit more time, I think I can come up with a way to guide us through the right paths here. I've learned a method to resonate with the existing magic that it coats the area, and if I can just get this working, and he pulls out a few tools, and he's like a bottle of ketchup that you're trying to get the ketchup out of. He's got some sort of spell cylinder component, and he's like, all right, I just need some of this dust in here.
Right, okay. You do that. How about you stick with the grown-ups so that you don't get lost, and we will make it through this together, and you will update us whenever you find the whatever you're looking for, right?
Yes.
Let's not stay there. Let's not wander off. There could be other strangers here.
Oh, yes.
Or who
right?
knows what.
Makes sense. According to my calculations. And he pulls out a pocket mirror, and as he flicks it open, a puff of dust pops out, and it kind of lands over the form. Think the fairy fire spell. It lands and forms four. And so yes, there are actually, in addition to us, there are 4 other people in this maze, some more successful than others.
Oh. Oh god, goodness. That is probably not a good sign. Yes, stick with us. We should... I have a feeling we should avoid some of these people.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know.
Just
it could be obstacles.
paranoia?
It could be... It's not paranoia. I've experienced enough to become distrusting.
All right.
I say we approach this with caution. And again, the divination magic I sensed earlier...
Mm-hmm.
I say we go west.
All right.
All right, that is a vote.
Sounds good to me.
West. As a quick aside, I've given you all control of Miller's token. If I could ask one of you, perhaps, to ferry him along with you, just so it's easier for me clicking back through these windows.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, Miller.
yeah, Miller is joining you all, and then Elena was able to basically surmise which path led back to the entrance, and you were all effectively and technically reunited.
Yay.
Oh, you two are. Yes, we lost you for a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
All right. We are going west. So we're going this way.
Okay, Dooley, I guess you're our leader again.
Why, thank you. You know, it's actually quite nice because you can see right over the top of me, right? Don't block anybody's view. Not even Nillis. Right. North and north and north again. Oh my goodness, this path is winding. A giant puddle of honey. Look out. Watch out. I would not recommend stepping in that.
Yeah,
Least
if we went in there, things could get sticky.
I know. And we're already in a sticky situation. Oh, I love it.
Did I earn some points back, Pim, with my jokes?
Yeah, that was a little better.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, is
Okay.
that a door I spy?
It's another
Or gate,
door.
I suppose?
But at this point, as you all show up at another glass door, I'd like to
I
call.
stepped in some honey.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry.
You just grazed it. I'd like to call for a quick 3-ish minute break.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where's Pim?
Pim.
Pim
He
was
loves
eating
getting
some
very
honey. You don't actually have to have been eating honey if you didn't want to. But yeah, I'll call a quick break, and I will be back in a bit. 3-ish minutes.
Yay.
So I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick as well.
All right, drinks
Yeah,
all around.
yes,
Be sure to
please.
hydrate, gang. All right, be back.
Hydrate, don't die.
Here we go. Okay, so for half of you, a familiar sight. For the other half of you, a not so familiar sight. As you see what appears to be a glass door. Let me reveal what's beyond it, because as per the rules of physics, which sometimes people like to flout in Dungeons and Dragons, which I thought was amusing because there's a mechanic, quote unquote. There's a technique called a peasant railgun, which was specifically called out in the 2024 player's handbook. Like, by the way, folks, you can't use your held actions in a way that breaks the laws of physics. They're meant more like, don't do it. They called out specifically the peasant railgun, which was amusing.
Mhm.
I'll have to send you all the screenshots sometime. But yeah, as per the rules of physics, you can see through this wall or this door. Again, no handle, no hinges, and you can see it to the other side. Also, I will say, for purposes of fleshing out this area, you did hear like another person. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 blocks south of Pim and like 5 blocks east on the other side of the hedge, if that makes sense. So you definitely hear the other people around. It sounds like an old man. So perhaps not much of a combat encounter, unless he's like a wizened wizard or something. As far as you can tell, you can probably take him at least in a physical fight.
But there's a wizened wizard in front of us.
There's an old man on the other side of the hedge. So you're like, think you're southeast.
Julie, it's another one of those glass barriers. Don't smudge it.
I wasn't planning to. Interesting.
Smudgy.
So we see an old man on the other side. Hello.
Oh, sorry. He's not on the other side of this glass door. He's on the other side of the hedge.
Oh.
To your 4 o'clock. You can like hear him shuffling around, doing his old man grunts.
Right? Does he see my my staff?
Oh, sure. Yeah. He's like, oh, what's a pretty bauble.
Bauble. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hi. Oh wait, sorry. I need to practice my old man voice. Oh yes, I think I can. Oh, that's terrible, but whatever.
Right. Do you know how to get through this barrier?
Oh, that's a good question. Because hold on, let me see where this guy's coming from. Okay, this is more for my benefit than anyone else. Could I ask you to roll me a persuasion check?
Right. So he can choose to keep this information from us.
What are you talking about?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. So now I feel bad, but he says, I don't know. I actually went around when I saw that.
Round. Right. Okay. Thanks.
Well,
Well, he won't be any help to us.
You know, maybe third time's a charm. I'm gonna knock on it and say, "Excuse me, let us through."
Oh,
to the
okay.
glass.
Can
You
you
smudge it again.
can you roll me?
Oh no.
Okay, so this is gonna sound strange. Can you roll me athletics? What you want is a low roll because low means this is so, oh my gosh. So the instant your knuckles hit the glass, it shatters into a million pieces.
No!
Oh no.
Oh,
But hey,
Julie.
your path is clear.
Oh my goodness.
You did it, Julie.
Casimir, as part of our party, sometimes we share the burden of costs that we accrue, and if they charge me for this, you're going to get charged as well. I'm sorry, that's how the rules work. We're just gonna
Right.
march ahead a little bit.
Right, okay. I'll claim I'm not a part of this group then. 'Cause
you,
I'm
you can't.
like-
You really can't, Miller.
Okay. As you call Miller over, you see that he has like three glyphs in his hands, like that are hovering above his hands, and he senses like, oh wait, I feel like I've almost got it. I just need someone to help me finish this, slotting them into the right places. He seems to be almost finished with a particular spell.
Ooh. Who's good at
So-
spells here?
I think that would be
Casimir.
me.
Yes, step up to the bat.
Right. Okay. Miller. Actually, can I check and see what magic he's trying to use?
Oh, sure. Yes, of course. I will just tell you right off the bat, I'm not going to make you roll for this, that he is
Okay.
trying to use, let me check on what the divination magic.
Okay. Miller. Miller, what are you trying to do? What are you saying?
I sense that people with these kind of mazes, the employees, think of it like the employee only a path that they're able to see. You know, they usually have like a special device like goggles or a special spell that lets them think, like, you know, on special rides at the festival, the carnival, there's like a specific ladder and door that employees are allowed to use, kind of like that, but in magic form. I'm trying to make it visible to us non-employees.
Oh.
Very
Well, that
clever.
was good. Good. Would you like me to help you? Probably the touch of an older magic user would help.
Yeah. Please. What should I do here? And he holds up. It kind of looks like, think, like, you know, when you see diagrams of the solar system, and so you've got like planets rotating around a central, like maybe it's the sun or another star, but this time instead of planets, they're like glyphs in some sort of like circle, nested set of circles, and he's just trying to align them like the right symbols, like the right glyphs in the correct orientation. Like this one should be at 12 o'clock in this innermost circle. This one should maybe be 3
Okay.
o'clock, or was it 5 o'clock in this second innermost circle?
Okay. Can he like reach out to try and cup his hands around like the diagram and like try and help him
Yes.
like align the jewels?
Oh, yes, aligning the jewels. Feel free to do so. Could I ask you to make me? I'm defaulting to Arcana, but if there's another skill you've got that you think would be good, you know, like history to remember. Maybe you've studied this kind of spell in the past, or if there's a particular spell you already have in your repertoire that you're like, oh, hey, can I know how to cast this spell. Can this help with slotting the right jewels in?
Okay. I think I'll do history then.
All right. this might seem a little familiar to you. Go ahead and give me a history roll. See what you get.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
A 13. Okay. Let's see. Now, out of curiosity, because you kind of noticed him, you've been watching his technique for a while. Could I ask you to roll that one more time? Basically, I'm granting you a little bit of advantage on it because, this is not your first time seeing what he's trying to do, and you did sense the divination magic coming from this side of the map earlier when you were by the glass door on the right with Dooley. Let's see if you roll higher than a 13.
Okay. I rolled a 15.
All right. So with a successful roll, you're able to, it's simple enough for you to realize with this innermost jewel slotted in here, the third and fifth ones would slot in these appropriate positions. That's what affects those. The second and fourth ones operate off their own rules, ones you remember from your time learning magic, and you're able to slide everything into the correct location. And it sounds like that is correct as these jewels are in their correct locations. Sorry, let me take a break here. I'm cutting out a little bit. Okay. Yes. So as the jewels have dropped into the right locations, the spell lights up even more, and it's even more prominent by the fact that the sun has just finished setting. And with the successful spell, you see kind of light emerge from it and shoot off in a particular direction. You see it shoots off actually to your east. Let me reveal for you what you see. As there is a mote of light to your east.
Oh.
A blue orb.
A blue orb.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's
Perfect.
most marvelous.
Miller asks, how did you... Wait,
you two.
How did you know?
Oh, it's... Well, I watched you do this before, and, I have learned many things over my years. I'm not a young elf, just you'll get used to it.
He nods as if digesting that, and, hope hard for him to imagine being at that level of knowledge right now, but he seems pleased with the result.
Aww.
He looks back at the mote of light, and he'll say, "See, employee only path."
Well, Dooley, how does it look? Think we should go this way?
Absolutely. Right. She's gonna tap over to this. Wow, that is simply beautiful. All right.
Wouldn't
Looking good
it be
so far?
cheating taking the employee-only path, though?
It's not cheating if you have the skills to do so, right?
It's not cheating if you can.
We're not hurting anybody
Pim
here. It's
wouldn't,
all good.
Pim wouldn't say that, actually.
Oh, that is a valid concern. I'm just gonna tell you right now, the path was planned. The phrasing employee pathing now does sound a little sus.
But you're saying we'll still see the funsies.
Yeah, don't worry.
Fun disease?
No, funsies.
The fun disease.
What is a fun disease? A disease from fun?
Oh dear. Many thoughts come to mind. None of them.
Oh, yeah. It's what the one in the Pokevirus or whatever it's called?
Oh yeah,
Pokevirus.
that's a good quote-unquote good
Pokevirus,
virus.
the one you actually want to spread to your Pokemon.
Pokemon, that sounds a bit like a cactus, doesn't it? It's a pokey, right? Something pokey? Or maybe a
Right.
hedgehog.
Right. Yeah.
It's getting darker the further we go in, isn't it? It's ominous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well,
Even though it's like daytime, right?
Is it?
Well, the sun has probably just finished setting on this side, so pay no attention to the natural light that's
yeah,
going
we've
to be
probably
present on the next map.
been here for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been here for quite some time.
Just like
I know,
stumbling
we-
through the maze.
Oh, I'm
It did
sorry.
spend a long time talking
Oh,
about
that-
honey and tea.
It's a solid wall. I didn't realize that. Let me just
Oh.
hide that. Oopsie. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, you successfully make it through the maze. And you can kind of see light coming off the other side, like because it's still like sunny on the other map. So pay no attention to that when you get over there.
Maybe there were just trees overhead. It was a dark and shaded forest.
Right, but what about the old man? What about the other 4 people in this area?
Oh, that's true. Well, I imagine that it's all part of the fun to kind of struggle your way through. They probably send employees after them. Well,
Oh, hang on, wait, I see the old man's icon down there.
Yeah, I decided to just show you that one for fun because, like, oh yeah, you're the old man. Yeah, he's still lost in there.
Yeah, he's
Oh, well, that's what he gets for not telling us anything.
Right?
That's right.
I can't wait
Yes,
to.
but-
I'll show you all the map afterwards.
I'm not too worried. This is for fun, anyways. So
Yeah, you hear off in the distance. I'm okay. I'm just having fun. I don't even know if that picked up, but
it did not.
okay.
That's-
Sorry.
That
I-
makes it even better.
Oh no.
He's fine.
Right, let me swap out this
Did y'all
music
hear a
for the
faint?
next one. Yeah, we'll do this one for a bit. All right. Oh, sorry. Let me check something. Actually, I've got some notes here that might help me out.
Uh-oh.
Ominous things the DM says now that I think
No
about it.
longer whimsy. Yeah.
All right. Let me describe the next map and then I'll take you over. So you come to a clearing where, again, pay no attention to how dark it is on this map, where the sun is setting, again, still, depending on how you look at it. There's a clearing. You see like some sort of like a toppled stone column that has been taken over by nature. On it is what appears to be an unconscious musician
Whoa.
with a stringed instrument
Oh.
in their arms.
Oh, the bard.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Oh dear.
about, 30 feet or so away from the bard is some sort of strange plant-looking creature with a top hat, formal wear, a big bushy mustache. And you hear him say, "All right, it's time to spill your secret." Wait. And he like turns and sees you all. And let me go ahead and take you all over to this next map.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no! I've been
Ooh.
had.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Is that what?
Amazing.
Do you have a
Sorry.
question for me? Do you recognize the person on the left?
Do you know who that is?
Or do you recognize the person on the right?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm very what's the word? Unoriginal. So if you recognize someone here, I would like to know which of the two you recognize.
Oh my gosh. I recognize neither of them.
Oh,
You're good.
Okay, never mind then.
I know it's from something.
Yeah, it's the something.
Perhaps I'll divulge my secrets afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
he sees you and he's like, "Oh,
Hello.
hello."
Pretend what?
No, not pretend. Protect. And you hear some rumbling Ominous rumbling coming from the
Oh
ground.
no.
Anything else you'd like to say
Oh.
real quick before the rumbling? Not the rumbling from Attack on Titan, but like the rumbling you hear in the ground actually goes through.
Well, this is just fitting. Never trust a person in a top hat. They're too fancy, anyways. All right.
Yeah.
How dare you,
Yeah.
you insult my hat?
Well, you know what? It just makes tall people taller. I don't like it.
Yeah. Unfair
Well,
advantage.
I
Historically.
don't like you. And I will ask you all to go ahead and roll for initiative as bursting forth from the ground, you see a gigantic pumpkin with a face of anger on it.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, not the face of anger.
Not the face of anger or hunger or hanger, depending on how you look at it. Let me go ahead and add
I
a.
rolled a 6.
Ooh.
That appears to be the case, but don't worry.
Goodness.
It just means. Got more.
Oh, I just rolled a 3.
3. All right, I've added your initiative to this turn order. I will let Pim and Dooley decide either of you to go first on your turn. Let me just get another initiative in here. Yes, and as this is happening, let me just I roll this to myself over here. Oh wow, he got a 2. Okay, all right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'll let my players
Oh,
win
yeah,
for a
actually.
bit. Sure. All right.
He's a little slow.
Yeah. So the pumpkin-looking individual up there is going to be technically going last, but as a refresher and a little lesson for any newcomers in the chat or other locations. Some enemies do have access to what is known as a legendary action, which occurs after the end of another person's turn. So I'm not saying that there are any here, but that might happen. So we'll just burn that bridge when we get to it. And yes, I will go ahead and swap out this music. And as this pumpkin creature emerges from the dirt, the top hat individual will basically spend the 20 initiative turn to jump in to the hole, leaving you to his pet's devices. Or oh god, now that I'm getting flashbacks to St. Valentine's Day now. It's gonna be harder to romance this one.
Romance the giant pumpkin man.
I mean, I'm sure there's at least one person in my chat who would say would. So I mean, there's probably a precedent.
Is it a giant pumpkin man or just a giant pumpkin?
Well, let's zoom in and check out. Whoa.
Oh.
It's like a pumpkin with another like face thing.
Oh yeah,
it's
there's another
like
face
a
on there.
monster. It looks like Moog, kinda.
Ooh.
It's like triple face here. More to
It's multiple lips to kiss over there.
Oh, also because you are really far away, I will for this first round, I'll allow you extra 30 feet of movement because I threw you there because it was the entrance. But feel free, even right now, you can just move yourselves 30 feet closer if you would prefer. That way, the martial characters aren't punished for me putting your tokens all the way down there during a cutscene.
Okay. I think 30 was about. Oh. Why can't I move me?
Oh, are you not able to move this token? I'm sorry. Let me make sure you have permissions.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a me issue or maybe I have the wrong thing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're good?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on, let me measure that out again. 25, okay. Right there. I like the music.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. It is difficult to find music that I'm allowed to use on here. So the loop isn't the best, but the chanting is good.
No, wrong. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to hit the roll for initiative button on my end. All right, Elena, you are up first. You see that this creature is looking hungrily at that poor bard over there. Looks like ready to eat her up.
Illusions.
I'm a very professional DM. I'm like, yeah, the pumpkin creature looks over there and goes like, "Ah, rah, rah, rah."
So I could pretty much tell that this
Yeah.
is the bar person trying to eat.
Yes, yeah, there's a stringed instrument around her.
Okay, I'll be like, okay, pumpkin monster, you don't want to eat them. You want to eat someone like me who is not musically talented. And then
Can you, if you want, for free, because I know some people ask for this roll, but it like takes like a free action or an action on your part. For free, you can roll me persuasion, but because of how convincing that was for me, the DC is not going to be super low for this one.
Okay.
Okay. I see. Well, so the creature like looks over at you, hears you say this, and like pulls out a bib, like wraps it around his neck, and looks directly at the bard again.
Sorry, I haven't been very eloquent lately.
What? What would you even call you? Ipsies a la mode? Elena? Elena Spaghetti? Oh no.
Elena Spaghetti.
Elena
Oh,
T.
no.
Ah, there we go.
All right, so with a not so successful 8, feel free to continue with your turn as normal. You know, any actions you'd like to take.
Okay. You know, words were never my strong suit, but I think throwing my nunchuck at you might be. So I try to do that.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit for me. And and as a reminder, chat, anyone can bless a player here for, I believe, 400 of your valuable channel points, which will grant a
Ooh.
D4 to each player that they can use at any time they would like. Although that probably wouldn't help with this particular roll, as this nat 1 will fail. You were trying to like hit it with your nunchucks, like
Yeah,
okay.
like hostage.
Oh, you're like throwing. Oh, okay. So mechanically, you can keep those, but flavorfully, you throw it and it sails wide and lands in a tree and hangs off of a branch. Do you have any remaining attacks on your turn? As some of the martial classes do have access to more than one attack, or is that it for you? Any bonus actions you'd like to take?
I actually don't know how many I'm allowed to do. Let me try and
Okay.
see if I could read that somewhere.
Yeah. To recap, you are a monk, is it?
Yes.
Then, what is your subclass? What is your way? Do you know the way?
My way.
Are you like Drunken Master, Four Elements, Mercy, Open
I
Hand?
believe I'm Drunken Master because I see that here.
All right. Let me take a peek over here real quick.
Yeah, Way of the Drunken Master. Yeah, I have that.
All right. You are at least level 5, so you do have a second attack. Well, that first one may have missed, but don't worry. You can use your magical powers to totally bring that nunchuck back and hit it on the way back. What? Yeah. Feel free to roll again. Hopefully roll better this
So
time.
my nunchucks are actually boomerangs. It's got the boomerang effect on it.
The creature's like,
and
what's a
I-
boomerang?
Is it because you always have a good comeback?
Oh.
Is it because you come back like a boomerang?
Hey, there we go.
Let me check some stats over here. Proficiency bonus, dex. Oh, your modifier for the nunchucks, actually, let me adjust this. It should be... I'm going to make it dex-based.
Oh, okay.
I'll just make your unarmed strike dex-based, too. I'll fix that. Or, like, I'll see if I'm doing something incorrect in a bit. But for now... it doesn't affect your 8, but you'll be adding a 6 bonus instead of the 4 in the future.
Okay.
So it will work out. That was a warning shot, right?
Yeah, that was a warning shot. Yeah, see? I'm a much yummier dinner. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All the bustle.
Anything else from you before we move it on to the next person?
If I could move a little closer, I think I'll.
Yeah, if you got movement left, feel free to do so. All right, as you're moving, and Corri, I'll let you decide which of you would like to go first between Pim and Dooley, as you have the same initiative.
Ooh. Well, Pim looks like he's ahead, so Pim first.
All right,
perhaps.
Corri, it looks like Pim is up first. What would you like to do?
I could distract it from eating the bard. Yell at it to distract it.
All right.
I'd be like, hey, Stinky, you suck. You stink.
All right, you can give me your
Yeah, I'm
choice
talking to you.
of persuasion or performance for that. Let me look at your modifiers for that.
I have 0 persuasion or 0 performance.
Oh no.
Alas. Could still be worth a shot. I'll let you do it, but still do things on your turn, like an action or a bonus action, if you want to see how this goes.
Can I use performance?
All right. Good. Oh,
Got two.
okay. He like pulls out some sort of like seasoning, and he like starts. You know, like those pepper shakers, those pepper grinders.
Yeah.
But he like aims it upward, like some sort of rocket launcher, and he like starts like sprinkling pepper on the bard.
No.
All right, you can take your turn as normal. You sense that some of the bumps on this creature are starting to move. I don't want to like go into more detail because I'm starting to gross myself out. But like you
Is
sense
it like glowing?
Oh, sure, yeah, we'll go with glowing. Yeah, some of the bumps are starting to glow. You sense that he's about to do something after your turn, but before Dooley makes a move.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Could I sneak up to him? Sneak up behind him?
Okay. Quick question: have you moved the 30 feet that I said? At the beginning, you all are free to move.
No.
Go ahead and move like 6 squares closer now if you would like.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Now here's what I'll let you do. If you spend your bonus action to dash, because I think you can't reach him with your what's your normal speed? If you have it on hand. I'm seeing 30 here.
30 feet.
Okay. If you spend your bonus action to dash up, I'll let you move up 12 squares, and I'll probably allow him to be super distracted by the bard, but I'll ask you to also roll stealth on your way up.
Okay. Stealth. Got an 11.
Okay. That is a middling number, so I will roll something here to myself. Oh, okay, that is unfortunate. So I'm gonna say you can move up like the 6 squares, but in case you want to save your bonus action for something else.
3, 4.
And he is distracted by the tasty, peppery looking bard, but he does keep one of he's got multiple faces. One of them is looking directly at you. So I think that this turn, given your distance and your stealth roll of 11, that you won't be able to sneak up behind him. You can still hit him for sure, but you won't be able to sneak up behind him.
Okay. What are my spells again? I don't see it on my character sheet.
So as of
I also don't see mine.
Oh, okay. Let me do a reverse order here. So for Cassavir, your spell should be on your 3rd page. If you go to the top right, it says Core Bio Spells. You hit Spells, you should see yours over there.
Or bio spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see any of them on
Sorry, this
here.
is specifically for Owl first, and then I'll get to you.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got Bio now, Owl, and then one more over, and you'll be able to find your spells.
okay, yes, I see it. Thank you.
Now for you, Corri, I need you to jump over to the Slayers Hangout Discord message. Like here.
Which one?
Here, let me chime in here real quick. Right here, Corri.
Okay. There we go.
So your spells are up here. Let me reply to this message. As a rogue, you technically don't have traditional spells, but your choices here, and I'll say them out loud for everyone's benefits. You you basically have, in addition to these ones up here, you have these weapon actions you can use. So it's to recap for the class who might not be privy to this, I replicate and then translated a lot of the abilities that Pim normally would have access to the Baldur's Gate 3 into D&D 5e because there are differences between the two systems. So I've attempted to replicate. You have your Flourish, your Piercing Strike, your Hamstring Shot. Those are the 3 you have available to you right now.
Okay. Could I shoot it with my bow in the eye of one of the faces?
Yes, you can shoot it in the eye, one of the faces. Is there something that you're hoping to also do with it, just for my benefit, so I know what to prepare for?
To hope to blind it or hurt it.
Okay, you're hoping to blind or hurt it. All right, go ahead and roll me to hit with your bow.
Okay. What do I roll?
Looks like you can choose to click the short bow button in the middle of your sheet right here, or you can roll a 1d20 and add the 6.
Sure. Bow.
All right, the 23 is successful. You can see the purple button that says short bow in the chat, I believe. Go ahead and click that to see the damage that you're dealing.
I could click short bow. Corri, 8 piercing.
Oh.
Did I click it too many times?
Perhaps. Here. While I normally take the first one, we're going to ignore these first 6 in general that I see on my end. Go ahead and click it one more time, and this one is going to be the one that counts.
Okay, it was a bit delayed, so I was like
you're
clicking
fine. Roll
and
20
nothing was
is
happening.
a little buggy sometimes.
What? Okay.
All right, with
I got 7.
a solid 7, which is higher than average for that particular roll, I will go ahead and apply 7 damage to this thing. You hit it square in the eye, which means that I will actually give it a little bit of a blind spot in, I guess it's like the tokens left our west side of the screen. So it'll be easier for you to put yourself into a position to land a sneak attack in on it.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Nice, Pim.
So it's a good shot there. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You do have a bonus action that you can use to either take the dash action, to hide, but there's not really a good spot for you to hide right there, and you did just strike it in the eye, but you can certainly try. And, you know, obviously with a dash, you could move another 6 squares in a direction of your choice.
I'm just gonna move back a little bit.
Okay. All right. In that
That
case,
seems good.
yeah, that seems good. Over to you, Dooley. Pim, you sense that you're in a good spot for
Alright.
now that you've blinded it in this. You're like straddling the line between its vision cones. But yeah, over to Dooley.
Nice.
Okay, and movement speed is 30.
Traditionally, yes, unless you're a super like short creature that they're like, oh, you only get 25 feet, or if you're like Elena, who probably has like 40 feet or something of movement. But yeah, it's pretty much 6
Yeah, I
squares.
didn't
usually.
realize that.
Okay, Dooley's gonna go move to stand in front of the bard. Well, to the
Ooh.
left of them.
And
There we go.
you moved your 6 squares at the beginning of the fight, right? The ones because
I did,
Okay, cool,
yes.
cool.
So this is my max movement for this turn. Okay, let me see here. I would like to... What do I got? Not much. Oh!
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out my herbalist book, and I'm gonna throw it at the beast. You look nothing like the pumpkins in this thing!
Okay, because you're throwing a book, which is considered an improvised weapon, I'll need you to make me a dex roll. I hope your dex is
Dex
good.
roll.
I hope your dex is good.
Oh, it's fantastic. Where are you? There you are. Hold it. Oh no. Well, you know, it's funnier this way. A 10, 9.
The that does feel mean of me. It is a book. Out of curiosity, what is your strength score?
My strength is pretty good. Oh my
I
gosh.
see it's 2 more. And your athletics is 5. You know what? I'm going to rescind what I said about you using your dex. I'm going to take that. Okay. I'll either let you take that roll,
It's okay.
or you can
Yeah.
because if you're hurling a book, right? So even though traditionally improvised weapons are the dex score, I am game to let you kind of like put weight behind this throw to hurl it with your clearly superhuman strength. Because as a reminder, a traditional person like me in real life would have like a strength of like 10 or 11 if I'm being kind to myself, and 9 if I'm not. So the fact that your strength is really stronger than that, feel free to, you can roll athletics if you would like.
True. I was also thinking, books aren't the best thing to throw, so I don't mind it turning south. This is funny.
Okay. You throw the book, and it is hard to throw things with a lot of paper. Out of curiosity, was there a body part you were aiming at? Eyes, mouth, knees, toes, head and shoulders?
Definitely the tallest part I could try to throw at.
All right. Well,
take it down a peg or two.
You throw the book, and it flips open to that page you were talking about. It looks nothing like the picture in the book, but otherwise, it does not make contact.
Well, you need to study a little bit more, don't you? All right. I'll end my turn here, being a little disappointed in myself.
All right. I'll end your turn. And before I take it to Casavir, I'm going to go ahead and engage that legendary action that I keep forgetting to do. I apologize. It basically, those glowing lumps on its back, they shoot out into the sky. It engages in its legendary action, Trick or Treat, and it scatters 2 pumpkins in the far corners of the map. One is here. One is here.
Uh-oh.
No, pumpkin scorpions.
Pumpkin scorpions.
They
have like growth that makes it look like they are scorpions. Yes.
Oh.
Now,
oh my.
It is Casavir's turn. And Casavir, I'm so sorry. Did you get to move the 6 squares forward at the beginning, or would you like to do that now?
Not.
Yeah. Feel free to move closer if you would like, because once again, to reiterate, I kind of like held you back accidentally while the cutscene was happening, had the enemies appear, like, looks like you're back here. So yeah, feel free to move if you like.
So I'm gonna move, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I still want to stay behind everyone else.
Okay.
And actually I'm gonna move 1 more. And then I was thinking I'd like to, can I cast? I was thinking of casting Cause Fear on the big pumpkin.
Ooh, yes. Let me go and look at this spell here.
But now I'm worried about the 2 other pumpkins. That won't be good for anyone, actually. I'll cast Cause Fear on the big pumpkin.
Okay, let me check some things here. Aha, it is a plant, so it does not, if it were a construct or an undead, it would be immune. Very nice. It has to make a wisdom saving throw, which I'm scrolling up to your sheet. It looks like you have a 15. And I will go ahead and roll that to me over here. Can you describe what it looks like? My favorite thing about, indeed, I pretty much only play spellcasters because it's easier for me to flavor their effects and describe their spells than I can with martial characters, at least for now. The 2024 changes are good for the martial characters for me. But what does it look like when you're trying to awaken the sense of mortality in this creature specifically?
Right. So Casavir, he's still kind of far away from the monster, but he crouches down and then comes back up, and his form begins to become this what appears to become this black smoke. His robe is draping down into the ground, and it looks like his black hair comes around to engulf him in black, and then he comes up and his face morphs into this a face of like the screaming with like teeth and stuff
Oh.
to try and spook the creature.
All right.
And here, let me roll.
Oh, no, don't worry. You don't have to roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
So basically, because you've got the 50, it has to make the roll against you. It has to try to not be frightened, which I will go ahead and paste the results. So I rolled it privately to myself, kind of like when a DM rolls behind the screen. But just like DMs can lift up their screen to show you the result, I will paste for you a screenshot of the result. And this creature takes one look at you, rolls a natural 1, and is now frightened of you. Until the end of the spell, which, to recap for the rest of your crew, is concentration. So if it gets a good hit in on you, could potentially break it. But it is now frightened, so that means if it tries to attack anyone, as long as Cass is within vision, like within sight of, like within its line of sight, it will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. So if it tried to do an ability check, it's like, I use sleight of hand to steal something from Pim, it would roll that at disadvantage as long as Cassavir is here too. And it also can't move towards Cassavir. So it's basically stuck up there and it can only move either laterally, like west or east, or more north. But depending on how Cass positions himself, it could prove useful. That is a successful use of Cause Fear. I wish my players rolled these ones when I tried to use Hold Person on them as a DM. But all right. Very nice.
Fear me, beast. Fear me.
All right. Any bonus actions you like to take? Any movement you like to do before the creatures take their turns?
I think that's it. I think I'm actually I'm kind of like stuck between these two. I had 6 moves. I'm gonna do my 6th movement and actually I don't want them to be behind me. I think I'm gonna move 1 back. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. You've got plenty of movement between your own turn and the extra 30 that I granted you at the beginning.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna move 2 back because I don't want to be between those guys.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Pim, I looked at your health. Pim has like double Elena's health right now.
Really?
Whoa.
I'll have to check some things out later.
Really?
All right, but Elena.
Sound right?
wait. Who was the last person to be most enticing to this creature other than, I guess, the bard? I guess it's so Elena, even though you did not successfully get it to get its attention off of the bard, I'm going to say it has terrible object permanence. So now that Dooley's like there, it's like, I guess my dinner's gone, and is going to look directly at Elena as the last thing that heckled it that it can see, because Pim like stabbed one of its eyes out. So it will look at you. Let me see what it's gonna do here. I can't move towards you. Ah, damn. All right. Let me just tell you how you're looking at her. Because Cassavir is there, I can't have it move towards you and have it do its multi-attack, because it has a 10-foot reach for its multi-attack, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. You're like 25 feet away. And so it will only throw a gourd at you. And I'm seeing here your AC is 13. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see how that is unfortunate. All right, so it does connect with you. It rolls a 22. So unless someone here has like silvery barbs or some other spell they like to use, save for a more opportune time, it is going to probably deal. Don't worry, Elena. Everything will be fine. You take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Wait, 14?
Yes.
Oh, sheesh.
So it throws like a gigantic gourd that is twice as tall as you. It like lands directly on you. Its pieces breaking apart around you. You're also drenched in gourd juice, but I'm sure it's fresh. I regret saying the gourd juice thing now.
It's a pumpkin. It's a gourd. It counts.
It's a pumpkin. It has guts.
I'm 21 HP now.
Okay. While that turn is done, the scorpion pumpkins are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are going to try to get closer. Looks like they're a little too far away. Unless they dash. So they're going to go at least the one on the left is going to take the dash action and move up next to Pim. 5, 10, 15. But already spent its turn moving twice as fast, so we'll get no attacks in. And this pumpkin over here is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It looks to be eyeing Elena.
Oh.
Will not take the dash action, but you'll see it's rearing up its stinger as if it's preparing to strike. Keen eyes will notice it looks like it's gonna strike someone who comes within 5 feet of it.
Oh.
But until then, we are at the start of a new round. Elena, you are up. You'll see that, Pim's gotten a good strike in on this giant pumpkin, who is also like its teeth are clattering as it looks over at Cass, who looks. It reminds me of there's the warlock form of dread that can be held in general in one of the subclasses. So it kind of reminds me of the form of dread there.
Yeah.
So Elena, you can probably tell that the creature is not going to move in your direction. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. You know what? I guess I could, I'll go right up to you and, do my, what's the thing I usually do? The flurry of blows. Do unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
All right. Feel free to roll to hit. Let me check. Oh, you'll need to hit it first, take the attack action. So go ahead and give me a first attack first, and then you can feel free to spend your key to... Okay, that is unfortunate. I am seeing that this was a 4. So that while that will not strike, your flurry of blows will definitely... Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I need to roll that attack again because as long as Cassavir is within sight, there's a chance that Gord would have missed. So let me roll that to me. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, that's a 21. All right, so it still hits. All right, well, I'll remember that for the future. I see. So your 10 will not hit, but if you want to use your flurry of blows, you can strike 3 more times. It's the 2 unarmed strikes, plus you have a second attack action on your turn. The flurry of blows effectively allows you to attack 4 times. So feel free to give those. Oh, that definitely hits.
Yay.
That will also hit.
One more time?
Yes, one more time. Oh, we have a natural 20. Feel free to get some nat 20s in both red shots.
Yo.
Yay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and for each successful hit, which is the 25, the 19, and the 26, you can go ahead and click those in the chat so that we can get what damage you've got going here. Or if you want, you can also roll the physical damage, the damage physically.
Okay, here we go. I think that was it, right? Oh, no. Was it? It's not saying the attack type.
Oh, it's because, I may have forgotten to put the damage type, but... yeah, let me check real quick. Elena. This is the unarmed strike. We'll put bludgeoning for now. All right, now when you click it, it should have the correct damage type.
Okay.
All right, so that's a 5, a 3, and then last but not least, let's get that crit damage in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and click it. Oh, actually, when you click that last one, did you click the unarmed strike purple button directly under your crit? Under the 26? Feel free to click that one. It should roll both sets of dice. Does that make sense? Like, you see the 26 in the chat box?
Yes.
Okay. Let me check something here real quick.
That. Okay, you want me to click that? Okay.
There we go. That's more like it. Okay. So I will go ahead and add the 5, the 3, and the 11 to your damage. 19. So that is 19 against this creature. Where are you aiming on this creature, by the way? You successfully hit it with 3 attacks, the last of which is in a critical point of some sort. So maybe you like rip out a pumpkin organ, or you strike it in another eye. Like, what are you thinking?
How tall is this thing?
This thing is at least 10 feet tall.
Okay. So, for the first strike, she strikes at the the really tender part of the knee. She
Oh.
strikes that.
Oh.
And then I liked what you said the other time. So the next one, she does a little chop and then like grabs with her nails and rips out the side of the leg under that. And then in the crit, she does an elbow strike to the toes to try and break them.
Oh, not the toes. Okay.
Not the
Not the toes.
All right.
Pete mentioned.
I will go ahead and lower its speed. First of all, it can't even move closer towards Casimir, but I've lowered its speed by 10 feet because you crushed one of its toes.
Yay!
This pumpkin's going through hell.
It literally is.
All right. Anything else from you before Pim's turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It will actually, in retaliation to you, at the end of your turn, it will do a legendary action. It will make a squash attack on you. So it's gonna try to hit you. With a successful 18. I need you to succeed it on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay. Dex?
Strength, actually, for this one.
Okay.
Basically, it like tries to squish you, and you're trying to stay standing under its pressure.
Oh, okay. For some reason, when you said squash, I thought of like squash.
Yeah, like it's throwing a squash at you. That's what I keep thinking too, reading this, because they're pumpkins. So when I look at the stat block and I see the squash action, but yeah.
It's quench.
Okay. With that strength save is not going to be enough. You'll be knocked prone. It means that you'll be lying on the ground. You'll need to spend half your movement to get up. And if anyone here, I'm not just saying the pumpkin, but if anything tries to attack you, like with this melee attack, then it will be at advantage. But if this pumpkin tries to, I'm sorry, Casimir is still here, so it might not even hit. Things that I'll have to keep remembering. Okay, so it rolls an 8. So while it lifts up this squash. Wait, it's not a squash. It lifts up its arm ready to drive Elena into the ground. It sees Casimir beyond Elena and thinks better of it, and kind of puts the arm back down. So you are not prone anymore, Elena, now that I remember. Yeah.
What if Casimir were to go hide behind a tree just to screw over everyone else?
It's okay, well, good luck, everyone.
Casimir, no!
All right. Well, that's it. Over to Pim.
All right. So what is the status of this monster now?
So its toes have been crushed, which is the 5th worst thing that can happen to you as a giant pumpkin creature. So it's only
it's gonna have a hard time walking now.
Yes, I've reduced its speed accordingly. Its speed has been reduced by 10 feet. Elena has engaged it in combat. There is a pumpkin scorpion next to you, though, who is smiling evilly at you. Unless you're evil, in which case it's smiling goodly at you. What would you like to do? It's chosen the worst person in the party to try to be next to, because you can easily spend your bonus action to disengage from it. But what would you like to do? Do you want to attack this guy? You want to attack the pumpkin? Would you like to pick an apple from the trees? I hear it's the perfect season for such things.
We can pick apples later.
Very true.
I would like to sneak under the pumpkin and try to climb on top of it.
Oh, okay. You want to sneak under, climb on top. Let me check your distance here real quick. 5, 10,
to
15.
stab at glowing things.
Okay. The glowing things did pop off, and they are formed the scorpion pumpkins you see beside you, but there are
Oh.
still those spots where they originally came from, so I'm sure those will be solid weak points. Are you trying to be like sneak? Are you trying to like sneak up so it isn't aware? Like, are you like trying to grip it tenderly and kind of like vault up there so it's unaware, or is it kind of like you're up here now, you're ready to start swinging?
I'm just trying.
Mhm.
Well, even if I get on top of it, it probably can't do much at that point,
Yeah, I just have to ask because
and it notices.
you did leave the scorpion. So you have two options to leave the pumpkin scorpion. You can just leave it, at which point it would spend its reaction to get an attack of opportunity on you. Or if you disengage from it, which is a bonus action for you as a rogue, you can escape from it without it even like being able to attack you.
Okay, I guess I'll disengage then because I don't want the opportunity attack.
So you successfully disengage. Can I ask you to roll me just a cursory dexterity roll? It's dexterity on the very first column on your very left side, just to make sure you can
Okay.
vault your way up to the. Oh, okay. So
All right.
a little bit more
Yeah,
left
16.
than that, because that is the second column. Can you see like on the very left where it says dexterity 317?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you-
thought that was the saving throw one.
Yeah, this one.
Or
The
whatever.
saving throws are like if it throws like a giant pumpkin at you, you need to dodge.
Oh, I
Or-
got them
No.
confused
Yeah.
again.
Mhm. All good. I'll probably just take this one because it's very similar. Okay.
I got 13.
That is good enough for you to vault up. Actually, I should have asked you for acrobatics, but you are able to make it up there. Okay. All right. You are squarely positioned up there. What would you like to do? What are you hitting it with?
What are up there? What are the available things to stab it with?
So there are the two.
No, variable things to stab.
Yes. They're the two apertures, the two openings where the pumpkin scorpions flew out of. It's got the middle part of the pump, its stem, and it's got like at least the three faces here. At least one of the faces would be easily accessible to you. The other two would be harder to get to. But yeah, two openings, like the two holes, the stem, and the face are probably what you can hit.
Okay, I stab it in the face.
All right, go ahead and roll me 2 hit.
2 hit
Yes.
with dagger?
The dagger does seem best. Yeah, go ahead and give me a dagger roll. All right, that
Roll
is
it twice?
successful. Just the once is fine for now. Can you
Okay.
go ahead and give me the damage for that? It is successful.
All right. 5 piercing.
And you're going for the face, right?
Mhm.
Like a particular eye or just the face in general?
Just the face in general. I
All
guess.
right. Ooh, not the face. As
But
many
I guess
people
I
say.
would
Mhm.
stab it in the eye because that's like the weakest opening.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
further reduce its vision on my end. You get a solid hit in on the eye. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn before we take it over to Dooley?
I grip the pumpkin tightly
Oh,
and try to get to a spot where it can't easily grab me.
sounds good. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yes. 20 feet of the. Okay. Dooley, are you ready to take your turn over here?
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna mosey on over to this beastie.
Yeah.
Now, does it still have another knee?
I hesitate to answer this question, but yes, it does have another knee that Elena has not
Oh,
taken care of
perfect.
yet.
I'm gonna try aiming for that. I'm just gonna swing my Morning Star as hard as I can.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
You can roll to hit. Now, quick bit of advice in case you want to take it. You don't have to. I don't mean to backseat, but I feel like anyway, if you want to position yourself, if you have the movement to position yourself across from Elena, you'll be able to flank the creature
Oh.
and gain advantage on your particular roll.
Let
I'll
me
also
see
allow
real
you to
quick.
do it across from Pim, because even though Pim is technically on top of and maybe behind the creature, if you just position yourself in a way that you think you're across from Pim or across from Elena,
Yeah.
I'll let you roll twice and take the higher.
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
Yeah, that works for me. Though.
Kind of like roll an advantage.
Yes, you can also toggle the advantage if it is visible on your sheet.
Yes, it is. Awesome. Okay. And a roll coming in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
With another successful nat 20, going to get the nat 20s in our chats.
Yes!
Go ahead and roll me the dice.
Okay. It's the hit dice, right?
Oh, so you can either click where it says Morningstar, or if I look at your sheet, I can find out what dice that you can either physically or individually
Oh, I
separately
see it.
roll.
Awesome. The 1d8 plus 2 piercing.
Yes, so you basically be doing either
Okay,
2d8 plus
nice.
2, or you can click where it says Morningstar in the chat box.
For that.
Oh yeah, sorry. In the chat box, like on the bottom right of your sheet, your page, where it says, yeah, if you click
I see.
up top. Okay. Oh, it is unfortunate on that on the crit die, but it's still a crit, and depending on how you play it in the future, you know, some people use like as a brief aside, some people use crit tables, right? So if you get like a nat 20 or nat
okay.
1, a special additional effect happens. So while that isn't happening today, you're aiming for that other knee, right?
Yes.
Were you aiming for the front of it or the back of it?
Back.
Oh.
I feel like as I said it out loud, I'm like, oh, either sucks. I feel like I
Just
did not like the
makes more
visual I just gave myself.
Me neither.
Okay, so I will reduce its speed even more because you successfully took out its other knee from the back. Even though it isn't a lot of actual number damage, it is still a critical. It is still a weak point of it that you've hit. So I'll go ahead and apply that. Oh my gosh.
Hi,
All
Pumpkin.
right.
Bringing him down to size.
What is your class again, real quick for me?
Paladin.
Paladin. Do you have access to an additional attack?
Oh, it's like smite?
No, I see. You do have an extra attack because you're at least level 5. You can roll again at advantage because again you are flanking.
Yes.
You're across from one of your Slayer's colleagues.
Okay, it's 14.
Okay, it's 14. I see. Well, that one does come up a little short, but that's okay. You still got a solid hit in on the first time. Anything else?
Yeah. That's good.
All right. For the last turn before the next break, over to Casimir. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Casimir, so he's first question, I can attack and still keep up the effect I have.
That is,
or is it...
correct. Yeah. You only have to maintain the effect if you get like hit by something or get rendered like incapacitated or unconscious.
Got it. Okay. So Casimir is going to turn to Miller and he's going to be like, stay back. And he's going to... How many of these blocks can I do?
You can normally do 6.
Okay. He's going to go a little closer.
Okay.
And a quick question. Can others around him still like see his like effect? Like the terror effect?
If you want to, yes. It's not like strong on whether or not, but they can perhaps tell you're concentrating on a spell, or if you have this effect, whatever you need to keep things rolling.
It doesn't matter to me. I was just imagining like him turning back and being like, "Stay back," with like some face.
That's a good point. Yeah, because if you strike fear into this creature, imagine how you look to Miller.
Yeah, I don't want to scare the poor boy.
Nice. Okay.
And so I'm going to, let me see. Can I do Eldritch Blast on one of the little goons? The one closest to me, actually.
Please do. The Warlock's bread and butter. It would be their honor to be obliterated by such a thing.
Okay. And I roll for this one, right?
Yes, you will roll for that one in particular.
Got it. Okay. I rolled a 12.
All right. So with a 12 and your spell attack bonus of 7, that is a successful 19. Go ahead and roll me your damage for it.
Got it. 17.
17. Oh my god. Is that with your bonus?
Nice.
Oh, wait. Which dice am I going to use?
Oh, sorry. The damage for your... Here, let me get this going for you. Let me check real quick. It's actually a 1d10 if you have the 10-sided die. So you roll that one.
Yeah, sorry, I used to do 20 for that one.
All good. You said you rolled a 17 for that earlier D20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a 10-sided dice, right?
Yeah, the 10-sided dice.
Okay, I rolled a 10.
All right. Oh, maximum damage. All right. So I will apply that. Now, I did forget something. Because you're at least level 5, you actually shoot 2 blasts with 1 casting of Eldritch Blast. So let me double check something over here. I will take that on a I'll take that 17 you did earlier, if that's okay with you, for another successful hit. Can you roll me the damage again? You basically shoot out 2 blasts. The first one definitely connected. The second one is a dirty 24 because you rolled a 17 for another solid hit.
Got it.
But give me another again.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay, excellent. Very solid damage. All right, I'll apply both. You'll see that the pumpkin creature actually looks like it's on its last legs, if you could count the things it has as legs. All right.
Nice.
Anything else from you?
That's it?
Okay, cool.
Wait, so I killed... Wait, no, not killed. Messed up one of the little guys, right?
Yes, you've solidly weakened
Got it, okay. Sick.
Nice.
All right. Before the next things happen, I'm going to call for a quick 2-minute break. I shall return.
Okay.
Nice.
Now feel free to
Sounds
get
good.
I'm gonna
anything
go
you all need to.
grab something as well real quick.
Food, water, restroom. Be right back.
Water.
All right. We are resuming the session. Let me go ahead and swap out the music for this next portion. The music that I would love to use is always inappropriate for use on these platforms, unfortunately. But if I ever catch you all for an offline session, best believe the music will be impeccable.
Ooh, that's
Oh my
fun.
goodness. I'd love
No
that.
filter.
All right. At the end of Cassavir's turn, while normally I might track a little bit slower than I intended, I'll swap it out again later. The next move it's about to do is it will basically this one costs 2 of its legendary actions. As a brief teaching moment again. Enemies usually have a certain number of legendary actions they're allotted to each round. So something like throwing those pumpkin scorpions out costs them their entire 3 actions. But something like trying to unsuccessfully squash Elena to the ground would just be a single one. This one counts as 2. It will lash out with entangling vines. I need all 3 of the player characters who are next to or on the Pumpkin King to give me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. So Corri, the one you pressed earlier, that one is fine this time. That one's correct this time. A dexterity saving throw, DC 13. Let's see what Elena's is. A 22. Oh, you easily, you're not even looking. You look back to hear Casimir tell the kid stay back, stay safe. And as you do that, you kind of sway to the left as a vine narrowly misses your head. Now, as for Dooley and Elena, let's see if you can also make this DC 13 dexterity saving throw. Oh.
Oh no,
Nah.
Dooley.
All right, Dooley.
I couldn't do it.
You were distracted perhaps by your book that you find here on the ground, and as you reach town to grab it, one of the vines, which the Pumpkin King wasn't even aiming at you, it was more like a repositioning vine, kind of trips you up and latches onto you. So you will now be restrained.
Oh no!
Which is amusing because it means you technically have disadvantage on a lot of things, including attacks. Your speed is 0, but because you're across from Pim and / or Elena, kind of cancels out. Your attacks kind of feel normal.
All right, whatever you do, don't move too much. You two.
But don't worry. At the end of your turn, you can try to. Oh no! You can use your action to free yourself. I see here. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Let's see what Pim gets for this dex save. And I feel like this sounds like the kind of thing where Pim is mathematically incapable of failing it. But yeah, Corri, can I ask you to give me Pim A dexterity saving throw. You'll want to meet or beat a 13.
Alright. Dexterity saving throw.
Yep, that button from before.
Okay. 27.
Okay, so literally more than double the amount that you were required to get. Him being back there, like you see the vines like shooting out and around, and because you were like holding steady, right? You're trying to like stay on the side of it and not be seen. So I'd like to imagine you've got your dagger wedged into it, and you spin on the. Have any of you played the new Monster Hunter Wilds?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so in Monster Hunter Wilds, they had like a beta like a few weekends, 1 or 2 weekends ago, and the insect glaive user can basically stab their glaive into the enemy, into the monster, and like spin around it. Kind of like they grab it with both hands and spin. So I imagine Pim takes this dagger, and spins around, holding the dagger, dodging all the vines that are headed his way. It's quite impressive to see.
Hell yeah.
All right, that is the end of its legendary action. It's time for the enemies to take their actual turn. The first thing that's going to happen is there is that weakened scorpion pumpkin, and it is actually going to move towards Casimir. Let me make sure your health here is...
You are approaching me.
Let me check something over here. Your new health was 33. I forgot to update it in your sheet. All right. Let me pull up its sheet and see what it can do. Looks like it is going to make 2 pincer attacks on you. Oh, let me swap out this music an additional time. We will do this one. You always start off a little quiet. I think no, I can use this other one. Sorry, let me jump over here. Where do I want it? Give me a sec. All right. I'll have it hit first and then I'll swap out the music. All right. What is... looks like your AC is an 11. Does that sound correct to you for Casimir?
I think so. Hang on. Can I see that in the character sheet?
Yes, it should be in the top middle.
Oh, yes. It's 11.
Okay. Give me one more sec. Okay. I believe I am able to use this track, so I will go ahead and swap over to this one for a little bit more intensity in this current encounter.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the pumpkin scorpion, basically, it's like skitters. It skitters up to you.
Skittles.
And it does successfully pinch you with both of its pincers. That is difficult for me to say. My difficulty with SHs is coming out.
Ouch!
All right, the first strike will deal. Oh Lord. Will deal 9. It says you're bludgeoning damage to you, which is interesting to me. But the second one will deal 4, so you will take a total of 13 damage, which puts you at a similar health situation to Elena. So worry not, you're not alone.
Oh no.
Oh no, Casimir.
I also need to ask you, Casimir, to roll me. Can you see where it says Constitution under saving throws on your sheet?
Let
It's
me...
okay. I pulled it up.
That?
I do see the bonus.
Where would that be?
On your digital sheet, I think on both sheets, it would be in the top left middle.
Top left middle?
Yeah, you can see at least on the digital one, you'll see saving throws, you'll see strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. But
oh yeah. Okay. I see saving throws.
Yes. I do see that there is not a large value for con saves, but I'd like to ask you to make me one of those right now to maintain your concentration on your cause fear spell.
Got it. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What do you want me to roll?
Yes, please. Go ahead and roll me a d20. We'll add the modifier
Okay.
and see what the result is.
I rolled oh god. I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. That is unfortunate. I'm trying to think. Do you happen to have inspiration on you on your sheet? If you happen to remember,
I don't have inspiration, but I do know I have something that I got. I think it might have been some kind of inspiration because I know I wrote down, or I gave myself this little thing to remember I got something.
Oh yeah, when
I'm
you
trying to
stopped
remember.
me from hitting the dude.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, it was like
inspiration.
Okay. Excellent. If you want, you don't have to. But just like inspiration in Baldur's Gate 3, you can, I believe, re-roll that and take the new
Okay.
roll.
I can.
You also don't have to. This just means that your cause fear spell will dissipate. You've gotten some solid use out of it. So if you'd like to save that for another time, it just means.
How much health is left on the big guy? Can I see that?
Ooh, I wanted you to give me, let's say, survival or perception to ascertain if like, oh yeah, you fought giant pumpkin creatures before, or like plants, right? They've got tells, like some of its roots might be wilting.
Okay, I rolled a 15.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you can tell that it is just above half health.
Okay.
So still healthy, but you've gotten some solid, or your team has gotten solid hits on it while you've kept the other creatures at bay, at least this one.
That's. Yeah. I feel like if I stop using fear on it, it's just gonna start.
It's a tough one.
Can I ask the others? Can I ask if like they're okay if I stop using
Please
fear
do.
on it?
Yeah, call out to them however you would like.
Oh,
Uh,
I
yes.
say,
Trust in your own judgment.
I say
Absolutely.
he can absolutely stop it, because if he tries to move, he's gonna get smacked by us.
okay. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna use the inspiration.
Okay, so basically, for both Miller's and the giant pumpkin's benefit, that form that was seen earlier may not haunt them now, but it might haunt that pumpkin's nightmares in the future if it should it survive this encounter.
Always.
Okay, but yeah, that was the scorpion, and actually, it will also let me see what it's saying here. It will grapple you.
Oh, great.
As
Uh-oh.
it successfully connected with both. And while you were grappled, it's a little tricky, but in Vicious Dragons, they have there's similar conditions. There's grappled and restrained. So because you're grappled, you're also restrained, which means you'll be able to get out of it with a successful DC 14. Oh, wait, no, actually, we'll do it like this. Can you roll me your choice now of athletics or acrobatics? So typically what happens with a contested roll like this, someone is trying to grab you. You can either hold them at bay with athletics or avoid it completely with acrobatics.
Uh-huh.
So actually, I'll do
Okay.
that here. More of because I think that's fairer for the current situation. If you can beat a DC 11 with your athletics or acrobatics, you'll be good to go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, let me do that. I got an 11.
Oh, okay. So, were you rolling? Oh, wait, you got an 11 with a die, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And I'm checking your stats right here. You're okay. So not athletics. But you have a +1 to acrobatics, so you actually rolled a 12. As you would you like to describe how you're avoiding? It's like it does strike you with the pincers, but it's trying to hold you in place. How are you acrobatically avoiding it?
Let me think. Cassavir, slinks out of the things grasp, and just kind of very as gracefully as he can manage with still slightly in pain, gets out of the creature's grasp.
Okay. So you remain unscathed otherwise. Thank you for that. The last creature that will happen before we take it back to the top of the initiative and Elena takes her turn is that this scorpion up here, who I believe hasn't moved yet, sees that Pim is nowhere to be found. Maybe he just wanted a nice hug. And so because Pim isn't here, we'll turn to Elena instead. We'll line up right here. An attempt to strike you.
Why isn't Pim here?
Oh, because remember you moved up to the top of the creature and you left its side, you disengaged from it. You just wanted a little hug.
Okay.
All right. And Elena, what is your AC?
It is 13. Uh-oh. I'm in a quite a spot here.
So the first one does hit you with a 16, but the second one misses you with a 9. So while it does connect, it will deal 5 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh, ouchies.
But you see its second pincer coming, and you successfully kind of lean the correct direction to avoid it. And now it is your chance for revenge. With all of the enemies complete, we're at the top of the round. Take it away. What would you like to do? How would you like to enact your revenge?
All right, buddy. You want to play that way? Oh, hold on. Let me put my key down. I used that earlier. Okay. Yeah. I'll just smack the little scorpion with my nunchuck.
Oh, you're smacking the scorpions. All right, roll to hit. Let's see what you get.
Yeah.
That is a successful connection. Go ahead and click the damage, and feel free to attack again if you would like, if it's still up. We'll see how much damage you deal.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll smack it again.
All right, let's go ahead and roll to hit.
Cool.
Another successful connection. Go ahead and give me the damage there.
Nice.
Okay. You can tell, or at least both you and Cassavir can tell by the wilting and the drooping, that it is just about to go below half health. So you've got some solid hits in on it. It will definitely think twice before attacking you again. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's it.
All right. Next over is Pim, unless you want Dooley to go first. But we've typically been having Pim go first. What would you like to do?
Can I move over to any other part of its body and stab it?
Yes, you may. I'd like to ask you to give me acrobatics
Okay.
to kind of successfully make your way over there. This is gonna be, oh my gosh. You could just
21.
you walk. I'm like, are you like Spider-Man? Because you're walking over. I'm like, wait, gravity. I just said laws of physics. Huh? I'm incredulously looking at you as you saunter over and stroll to the desired portion of the Pumpkin King that you would like. Where are you walking to?
I guess the front of it.
Ooh.
Its front face.
It's front face. Whoa. All right. So you saunter over there. Would you like to stab at it with a few daggers? Say it's knife to meet you. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
All right.
It's knife to meet you. Stab it in the eye as hard and deep as I can.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit, and I'm going to grant you advantage because I'm going to say if we think about this all topsy-turvy in a 3D space, you're probably flanking it with one of your allies. So go ahead and roll at advantage. if you would like, or
How
just
do you
roll
roll
twice.
at advantage?
So there's two ways to do it. You can either, you see the toggle up top under your race and class where it says advantage, normal, disadvantage. You can either toggle that to advantage
Okay.
and then
I
go
will
ahead and
do
click your dagger button in the middle.
All right.
All right, the 18 is successful. Now, I think I was forgetting a rule earlier. So you can go ahead and click the purple dagger button in the chat. Now, go
Okay.
ahead and click sneak attack damage on your sheets because we'll need to add some sneak attack damage for at least this encounter.
Sneak attack.
As long as you have
damage.
advantage on this creature, I'll grant you the sneak attack.
Okay, get 17.
All right, that
sneak
is
attack.
24 total on this thing. So I will
Holy
go
cow.
ahead,
Mhm.
mark it off as, if I'm doing my math correctly here, 38. It is below a quarter now. So in addition to being below a half, as Casimir correctly surmised earlier, I will put the red indicator on it to show that it's below a quarter health. It's a solid hit. Anything else from you before we take it over to Dooley?
Can I stab it again? No.
You unfortunately can't stab it a second time. You know, you all get your extra damage through different ways. If you're someone like Dooley or Elena, you get a second hit in. If you're Casimir, your Eldritch Blast has a second stream, a second beam. And then for you, Pim, it's your sneak attack damage is how you get most of what you've got going on. But if you have anything else you want to spend your bonus action on, I can't really think of anything else. But if you're done, we'll take it over to Dooley. Anything else?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done here.
All right. So, Dooley, you see this thing, I would say is on its last legs, but you all took out two of them.
Brunch. All
You are up,
right.
and it has asked me politely to remind me that it does have legendary action. So, I'll be sure to do that after your turn. But if there's anything you'd like to do now before it gets set off, feel free to do so.
All right. I am. Let's see. I'd be rolling at normal. gonna give it a
Right.
little-
You are restrained. You can spend your action to get out of it,
Yeah.
but because you are flanking with Pim, who I see basically Super Mario 64 reverse long jumping all over the place and clipping through this creature, you're flanking with him, so you can roll flat if you would like. If you're trying to strike it with something.
Can I try Wrathful Smite?
Wrathful Smite. Let me check here real quick.
Mm.
All right, bonus action on self. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
How are you? So you've got your weapon. You're a Morningstar, correct?
Mhm.
Can you describe either you or your weapon and how you are about to realize this Wrathful Smite?
Ooh. Being restrained and seeing just the carnage all around, and knowing that this thing is at least 5 times my size, and seeing how we've also brought it down to size with the knees, I'm furious. This thing is trying to take advantage of that poor bard, and I'd like to try to take it down. And the color of this, like there's sparks of red and orange flying off of my Morningstar. And there is wrath in Dooley's eyes as she stares up at this thing, even with the restraint of the vines around her.
Nice. All right, roll to hit. Again, a flat roll.
We will see. It doesn't. But that's okay. She's just small and furious.
Don't worry, you retain the wrathfulness. So next time you do connect, which, by the way, you have a second attack as a paladin. Why don't you try that one again to see how you do?
Yes! Excellent. All right.
That one
Okay.
is in its weakened condition, actually does connect this time. So go ahead and roll me the damage for that, and you can add an extra d6 that you can roll off to the side. All right, so that is
Okay.
that is maximum piercing damage from the Morningstar. Go ahead and roll me the 1d6.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That's 4.
So it takes the hit both
Mhm.
types. It wails in pain. Anything else from you before it does something on its turn? Or at the end of your turn, not on its turn, before Casimir goes up.
That is good for me.
Okay. So on... This is going to be interesting. At the end of your turn, Pim, I got to pick you up here real quick. It is going to immediately leap to a new advantageous position,
All right.
taking Pim with it because you're on top. Unless you want to jump off.
Wow.
As you feel it leap, are you trying to hang on, or would you like to come off of it?
So it's just trying to move.
Yes.
I think I'll hang on to it.
Okay. We'll go 5, 10, 15,
Oh my gosh.
20. It will leap 20 feet in this direction. Now, normally, when a creature moves, it triggers attacks of opportunity, but for this particular move, it will not trigger any attacks of opportunity, moving itself into a more advantageous position for something that's going to happen at the end of Cassavir's turn, unless it doesn't live to see that day. Cassavir, you are up. You're beset upon a pumpkin scorpion beside you. There's one directly beside your new pal, perhaps, or acquaintance or colleague, Elena, up to the north. And you kind of see it like leap into the air and land with a heavy thud right over there, thinking it is free from attack. What would you like to do?
Got it. Okay. So I do want to get rid of this little guy that's like on my tail. But I don't want to. Would like possibly another round of Eldritch Blast take out the little scorpion thing? I kind of just want to get rid of it.
So it will, but I have to bear some bad news to you. You've got two choices. Because you're making a ranged attack, but there is a hostile creature within 5 feet of you, you'll be rolling those at disadvantage, so you'll be rolling twice and taking the lower, which is still, you're powerful enough that you might still hit. So you can either do that from this position, or you could back away, triggering an attack of opportunity. It might get a little quick snip at you, and then blasting it like normal with your 2 beams. Whichever one you think would be better.
And
Sorry, what was that last thing?
could I?
Yeah.
Question. So Misty Step is not an extra thing I could do. That wouldn't take up my main action.
That is correct. If you have access to Misty Step, which I think you do, it would be a bonus action. So if you want to reposition yourself within 30 feet away and then cast Eldritch Blast, you're allowed to do both because also Eldritch Blast is a cantrip.
Okay. I would like to do that.
All right. Let me check something here real quick. Yes, you do have access to Misty Step. So what does it look like for you to teleport up to 30 feet in a direction to a place you can see?
Wait, actually, let me go this way. 5, 10.
And of course, you will also have access to your movement afterwards. So if you want to teleport somewhere, move 2 or 3 or 6 squares, and then blast, and then finish out your movement, you're more than happy to do so.
Okay, got it. So Cassavir, he waves a hand, and he just vanishes in front of the little scorpion guy. And he's gonna move to here.
All right.
Kind of behind the bard and far enough away from the scorpion attacking him.
All right.
And then he's going from his space behind the bard, he's going to cast Eldritch Blast on the little scorpion guy to try and take him out.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me your d20 twice, and you'll be adding, I believe, 7. Let me check. Yeah, 7 to each roll as you shoot 2 Eldritch beams at it.
Okay. So I rolled a 10 for my first one, so it'll be 17.
A successful 17 will connect.
And then a 7. And that's
So the 7 plus the 7 is a 14, which will also
14.
connect. Go ahead and roll me the d10 twice for your damage.
Got it. Okay. First one I rolled was a 5.
It is still up with that
then-
5, but you're about to hit it with the second one, and...
9.
All right, with a successful 5 and 9, would you like to describe how this pumpkin scorpion falls to your eldritch blasts?
I'm going to say, I mean, based on what I know about Eldritch Blast, I'm just going to say the pumpkin scorpion explodes.
Hell yeah!
Like, the pumpkin just explodes and the insides, like, just come out.
Jesus.
Ooh, gruesome. Delicious.
Mm.
Yep, for that pie later that was cited. Very nice.
Ooh, delicious.
You do have some movement left if you want to take any additional normal walking movements. Otherwise,
How much can I do? How much walking?
up to 6. Since you only teleported this turn, I don't think you did any walking, so feel free to
Oh,
walk
for-
6.
yeah.
You could go
Okay.
like a little stroll into the woods.
I mean,
Woods are nice.
I kind of just want to situate him so he's as far from combat as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm just... I'll just do this. Alright.
Okay. At the end of your turn. Oh wait, no, this is a his turn situation. Okay, huh. The Pumpkin King at the end of your turn thinks that he feels something crawling around on him outside. This is a little unorthodox, but I want to try to give the players more agency in a situation like this. Corri, can I ask you to have Pim make me a stealth roll? What I'm doing here is it can technically sense you. So it'll be attacking you straight. But if you can roll high enough on the stealth roll, oh my gosh. I'm treating it as if he's trying to strike you at a disadvantage because he like has an idea where you are, but he can't see you. So with a successful 24, I'm having him roll twice. And Corri, what is Pim's AC? If you happen to have it, I can check in just a moment after I put these rolls in.
AC.
Seeing a 14.
Where do you find that?
It's in the top middle of your sheet, next to your initiative. So it says for you 14.
Armor class. Oh,
Yes.
14.
All right. So it rolled twice, and on my side, it rolled a 22 and a 10. And because
Wow.
it's a disadvantage, again, it can't tell where you are. We're taking the 10, which is lower than your 14. So it misses completely with this attempted squash at you. But now it's going to take its actual turn. And while it doesn't sense that you're nearby anymore, it looks down at Elena and Dooley and is going to spit pumpkin seeds in a line at Elena and Dooley. I need you both to make me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. Now, this should be no problem for the monk Elena, because I believe dexterity saving throws are your actual bread and butter, something you automatically get proficiency in. But let me take a look over here at Dooley, and I do see that it's not necessarily your strong suit. Okay, so as expected, Lux rolls a 13 for Elena, resulting in a
Yeah.
Let me roll something here to myself. Oh my gosh. So, this is very interesting. I'll show you all the dice later. It is good. So, Lux, it's good that Elena saved on this. Julie, you were fine either way given these rolls, which, looking at this, is actually kind of high. Let me send a screenshot over here to you all. Elena, you will take 13 points of piercing pumpkin seed damage. Julie, you'll take 17 points of piercing pumpkin seed damage.
13, okay. I'm
Wow.
on the door, pretty much.
Oh my gosh. Was okay. All right.
All right. You see that the form of the pumpkin is a little thinner, a little leaner, but I will roll this 1d6 right here. Ooh. You see that after it spits out all these seeds, it has like grown thin and lean, but it starts to widen, fatten, and thicken as if it is filling up with more seeds. But until then, Elena, over to you.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm pretty much at death's door here.
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Good potion?
do I have
Okay.
potions? I have basic chocolate that I was gonna give Ciara that I forgot.
How long has it been in your pocket? That's a little specific.
Oh, how long has it been? Since Valentine's Day. That's not that long ago.
Hmm.
Well,
Just a
as a reminder, the giant pumpkin is below a quarter health, as indicated by the red icon. You can tell it's weakens.
You're right. You know what? Why worry about all that? Can I try to throw this scorpion pumpkin at use its claws to pierce the big
Oh.
pumpkin?
You want to throw the pumpkin? Please do. Well, go ahead and give me an athletics check while I grant a bless to Pim, courtesy of Harley in chat.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Is it like Mario and Bowser style throw?
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect. Nail it.
All right, the 17 is successful. Trying to figure out the damage for throwing a pumpkin scorpion that is next to you. Let me look at the pumpkin scorpion itself, actually. I see. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll make things easier for myself by asking the player. Do you want to aim it so its pincers are aimed at the giant pumpkin, or that its tail, the stinging tail that I forgot to use on you all, is aimed at the pumpkin?
I feel like it'd give a little more oomph if it was actually the claws.
All right. Could I ask you to roll
Control
me 2d6s, one for each claw?
That's it. Ah,
Interesting. All right, I would like to queue up your attack. You are spinning it towards the pumpkin. Anything else you want to do on your turn before I ask Pim, Dooley, and Casimir to queue up their attacks as well?
am I able to eat the chocolate? And if so, can I heal with it?
You can certainly eat the chocolate. Yes.
Okay.
You can heal 2d4 plus 2. Feel free to roll that to yourself. While you're eating the chocolate, Pim, then Dooley on deck, and Casimir following that up. Go ahead and get ready to hand me over what you're going to be doing. But Pim first. You see that Elena has gripped the back, like the tail, Bowser style, as cited earlier, of this scorpion pumpkin and is spinning it and is about to launch it at the Pumpkin King. What would you like to do?
Oh god. If Elena is spinning the tail, then I should probably get off of it then.
Oh, the tail of the pumpkin scorpion that she's
Oh,
throwing
okay.
at the Pumpkin King that you're on. So is there anything you'd like to do as you see this scorpion head towards the Pumpkin King?
Can I just give it one more stab and then hop off?
Okay, like a little stab and then like a backflip situation, maybe leap off.
Yeah,
There's a tree over there, maybe you could leap to. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
that sounds good.
Just your
Okay.
dagger like normal. Don't forget to toggle
Okay.
the advantage back to normal at the top of your sheet.
Oh right, it's at normal.
Okay, thank you. A 17 is successful. Give me your damage.
Okay.
Dang.
7.
All right.
Tim's literally killing it.
You will stab it successfully, and then you're going to leap off. Go ahead and move to your new location. I will not have it get an attack of opportunity on you for reasons we'll get into in a bit. Anything else from you before I ask for Dooley and then Casimir's moves?
I think that's a bit. That's about it.
Okay.
I just watch it.
Yes.
Watch and see what happens next.
All right. Dooley, this is what you see. You see that Elena is mid-swing, about to hurl this pumpkin scorpion. You see that Pim has like taken the dagger, maybe a bit of a flourish, is driving it directly into the flesh of this pumpkin creature and is bending at the knee and about to leap off. What would you like to do?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. What do I got? I've got. Oh, yes. I'm gonna run over to Elena and dodge under.
Oh, a little slide situation. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna give her like a little pat on the back and cast Cure Wounds and say, "You got this."
Yes.
Thanks.
Supporting the team as
Put
always.
my entire faith in you. You got this, girl. All right.
Go ahead and roll
And
me
it's-
the Cure Wounds dice, but do it as a quick treat. Cure Wounds for you are, I believe you're casting it at first level, but correct me if I'm wrong, you're casting it at a higher level if you have access to it at your level, which I'm not sure that you do. Let me peek real quick. You do have one at second level, it looks like, but you see that Elena did just eat a bit of chocolate, so you might be fine with just the first level. Now, in 2014, this would be 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which for you specifically is, I'm treating it as your 2. So it would be 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
But because we are in 2024, they doubled basically this amount. So you can roll 2d8, add 2,
Okay.
and that's the health he'll be giving Elena.
Okay, so 2d8s. You're right.
Okay.
No.
All right. That would have been just a 1 if we were still in 2014. But this is the future. We live in the future, baby. All right. So that is 5 extra health for Elena. Anything else from you before we take
thank
it over
you.
to Casimir?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Casimir, over to you.
We're good.
okay. So I have a question.
Yes, of course.
I have invisibility as one of my spells.
Yeah.
I was wondering, can I cast that on someone else other than me?
Let me check. There's 2 kinds of invisibility. And I believe if you have the traditional invisibility, yeah, you can cast it on someone else, but you'll have to be touching them. Like, you'll have to be in physical contact with them.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and I can do 6 squared, like in how much I can go, right?
Yes, you can do 6 squares. And of course, invisibility is a nice buff because it means while it will drop if they attack or cast a spell. Oh, who are you planning to cast invisibility on? Just for it.
The bard.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yes, sure.
So, well, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just out of the way of conflict.
Yeah.
So that she doesn't die. So I'm just gonna go up to here and cast invisibility.
All right. So you cast invisibility on her. I will go ahead and mark it off with this little icon. No need to roll for that. It is an automatic success, essentially. Making the bard and anything that she's wearing or carrying invisible as well. All right. Anything else from you?
I still have one more step I can do, right?
I believe so.
I'm just gonna take one step back because just to put me between more space.
All right.
And that's it.
So, Lux, do you want to describe it, or do you want me to describe it? Your successful, perhaps final collision with this creature?
Yeah. So, grab the scorpion. Wait.
Oh, like throwing the scorpion at the creature. Like now it's about to make contact, because, each round is 6 seconds. So all this stuff was happening and your attack will finally make contact. How's it look like?
Oh, okay. So yeah, she grabs the scorpion as if it's like a what's that? Like a harpoon or something, and chucks it at the pumpkin's main scary face, and it pinches it right on its little nose.
All right. It successfully connects. causing a great deal of pain and damage. It actually, because the flesh of the Pumpkin King was so weakened, the entire, like, it kind of sails through. It pierces through, severing the top third of its head, causing it to slide down, crashing to the ground. And it bellows in rage, and it looks around for the closest target to, or a desirable target for it to basically unleash its rage on. It looks to where the bard used to be. Has this look of confusion on its face, and instead turns towards him. As you've leapt over there, it sees new blood, you know, a creature it's not seen in this fight before, theoretically. If we ignore the first hit on it, it turns to you, and it rushes towards you. 5, 10, 15. As it screams and wails, you see its flesh begin to bubble and boil, and it explodes. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw to avoid the effects of its blast.
No, Pim.
Oh no. I've had it too easy. Now it's catching up to me. I got a 19.
With a successful 19, all you do as it like runs at you, it's like swelling and bulging, and it's about to explode. All you do is lower down to one knee. It explodes, and none of it gets on you. None of the gore juices, all the chunks go flying. They like go over you and around you, but you're like, oh. You've stabbed it in all the right places. You know exactly where to kneel, and you escape unscathed.
Nice.
And with that, I will declare you all victorious as the final scorpion also falls.
Yay!
We did it!
What a battle.
Alex!
All right.
See?
Successful battle. You've defeated both of these smaller spawn scorpions, and you know its final desperation move would have been to run up to someone and explode. And man, oh man, was it gonna totally just it? I guess no bard dies today.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I knew it.
As a few things as we wrap up, I'm going to go ahead and remove this turn order. Cassavere, you can get your invisibility spell slot back, especially because we were pretty much at the end of the battle. Elena, you see that your chocolate is magically regenerated. You know, it was the final turn of combat. It feels bad to... And, you know, obviously you all will get a long rest after this, but you at least get your chocolate back.
Oh, thank you.
Get my book back too. I picked it up. I got ensnared, but it was worth it.
All right. And as the fight has subsided, that explosion actually was enough to wake rouse the sleeping bard. Not that you all can see this. Let me see how long.
Hey,
this
where'd
will
the bard
last. Casimir is more than able to drop it early if he wants, but if he doesn't want to, that's fine too. It lasts for an hour, it looks like.
Wow.
I can drop it now. I don't want to keep her invisible. She's gonna be really confused.
All right. The bard like sits up and she's like, "Oh, what happened?"
Oh, Casimir's gonna go up to her and he's gonna be like, "Oh, are you all right? Are you all right? Like, are you wounded?"
I think, like, she looks over, and she like feels for her bones, and it seems like everything pretty much checks out with her, and she'll say, "Oh, I think I'm fine. Oh, thank you. Who are you all?" She says, gazing out over all the 4 player characters.
Oh, I'm
We're the Sleighers! We keep people safe, isn't that right?
I'm not a part of this.
Yes, you are. Don't deny it.
If you were billing us for the glass that broke, Cassavere is part of us.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it comes for money, and it's all good. It's all excellent. He'll take care of everything for us.
Well, his routing number is.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for your help. So let me describe this bard for you all. So she's wearing like dark blue attire with a buckle just below her neck. She wields a stringed instrument. She's got like pointy shoulder pauldron looking things, and she's got a little white hat and a nice, what is this, like a seafoam green bluish hair. And she smiles warmly at you all, and she'll say, well, I was saving these for a rainy day, but I feel like I should give these treats to you all. 'Tis the season, of course. And she will hold out of, I think, 4 different little what are these called? Treats for you all. There is a yellow bag with an orange rim that looks like a leaf. There's a brown bag. There is like those little daintily wrapped, like lint. Is it lint truffles? What is?
Lint? Yeah.
Yeah, like a lint truffle, like wrapped, and then a bag with a pumpkin on the front. Anyone wants a particular treat that she has going on there?
Ooh. I'll take. Casimir will take the lint truffle.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thank
Lily will
you
take
very
the
much.
leaf one.
All right, lint truffle for Casimir.
I'll take the other one.
The leaf bag is for Dooley, I believe. Yes. It was the other bag for you, Corri and Bim. Oh, there's 3 bags actually. Okay, so
Is there 3 bags?
yeah, so there's the white and orange one that
Ooh.
Julie just took. There is the one with the pumpkin that hasn't been taken yet, and then there's a brown one that hasn't been taken yet.
Okay, I'll take the brown one.
All right, the brown one goes to you. Let me go ahead and copy this image over here. And then last but not least is let's see, the truffle was taken, and then the bag with the pumpkin on it. This one will go to Elena.
Ooh.
Mm.
Did I not have these?
Oh, that looks nice.
I thought I had these ready for chat as well. Interesting. I'll have to get those going. But basically, Casimir, you get handed an everlasting sugar bomb. What this is it's, oh my gosh, 2 inches in diameter. Its flavors are quite interesting, quite unique, but it will also refresh you as it's slowly eaten. It's solid and slowly dissolves in the mouth, changing in flavor each time you reach a new layer. So first of all, it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day after 1 minute of letting it dissolve in your mouth. Kind of like a good berry does. Like a good berry can sustain you for a full day. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, I guess that's what it does. I can paste a full description somewhere.
Nice.
All right.
They just try to talk to him while he's eating it, and he's like, no.
All right. Next up is we'll do Pim's next. So Pim, you've gotten what's known as a candy Zorn, which is quite interesting given your Discord profile picture. So it's a round waxy candy that comes in small bags of. Can you roll me 2d6 actually?
All right. Roll 2d6. 9.
Okay, so there are 12 pieces of this candy in here. Each one is traditionally either orange or yellow, but always has a narrow reptilian pupil drawn at its center. Eating one will cause your eyes to turn orange or yellow, your choice, and your pupils to match the ones found on the piece of candy. After 1 minute, the effect ends and your eyes return to normal, but the bard will introduce herself. She'll say, sorry, my name is Sid. It's nice to meet you
Sid.
all. Yes. Here.
Our pleasure.
This one's for you, and she'll hand this one to, she'll hand the bag to Pim, and she'll say, some of those might not be candy, and she'll wink.
Those are poison.
Actually, you know what, Pim? Can you roll me a d20? As
Okay.
one of the pieces catches your eye, potentially. Depending on what you roll, we'll see how it pans out.
Okay.
Okay, a 10.
10.
All right. So you kind of like pick up a piece of candy, and honestly, it just smells and feels like a normal piece of waxy candy. So you don't know what Sid is talking about, but you sense you'll find out down the line. Hope, perhaps, yes.
That's a little sus.
Right?
I'm
Oh yeah.
sure it'll be fine.
Next up is
So it can change my eyes yellow.
yeah, yellow, and it kind of matches because you know how like reptiles have a certain kind of like eye shape.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have it ready to go over here. Who would like to go next between Dooley and Elena?
Elena, do you want to go next?
Sure, let's see what this does.
Okay, Elena, you have, is it, I believe it's this tote of tricky treat sugar bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just find this last one. Get this going over here. Okay. Well, let me put these up over here. So, can you roll me 5d8, actually?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 27 clove and pumpkin candies in here. A small illusory face appears over the sewn-on pumpkin at night. Each candy has a minor magical effect that lasts for 1 minute unless otherwise specified. Some effects are pleasant, whereas some are mischievous. You can eat candy as an action, and when you do, you'll be rolling on a particular table to determine the candy's effect. Actually, Sid says, oh, I've kept one here for myself. Watch this. Can someone roll me for Sid a d20?
Elena, the honor goes to you.
A 1. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh my god!
no.
What happened?
All right, can someone roll for me for Sid a Constitution saving throw? The DC is going to be 13. Her modifier is going to be 0. So please roll a 13 or higher.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Well, Lux, I feel like I'll say you can do it.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
You try to show off in front of the new kids.
So yeah, that's exactly what happened. So she's like, "Hey, you know, I've got one. Watch this." She pops it into her mouth. She immediately feels ill. I've asked her to succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, but she spends the next 6 seconds retching and reeling.
Oh, you poor thing! Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look cool in front of us. I'm gonna pat her back and cast a tiny little cure wounds. Like, oh dear.
She much appreciates that from
like,
you.
Oh god.
She like wipes some of the spit from her mouth. Sorry, that one might have spoiled, but the rest are fine. I assure you. That one was just from the last batch.
Are you sure?
Hey, can't believe that happened. I cannot wait to show you all like, oh my gosh, this table. All right. Let me put this for chat too. Last but not least, it sounds like Dooley. Your thing I'm very excited for. So let me post in order. So we did Cassaveres. Let me throw Pims in here. It was the Candy Zorn. Next up was the Tote of Tricky Treat Sugar Bombs. I'll post that in here. And last but not least is the Bag of Irresistible Leaves. So this small bag sounds like it's filled with an impossible number of crunchy fallen leaves. You can use an action to open the bag and append it on the ground into an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. A pile of leaves then falls from the bag, filling a 5-foot cube in that space. A creature that starts its turn within 20 feet of the leaves and can see them must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be compelled to leap into the pile until the end of the turn. They have to like spend all their movement. They have to dash. and remain in that space for the rest of the turn. Let me post that in here as well.
I love that.
It's super cute, and chat can see the picture up here, I believe, as it cycles through the slideshow. So those are your 4 Halloween magic items. But, Sid here is not, she's used to listening to her fans. So she'll turn to you all and say, all right, well, that's what I've got as, trinkets and treats. But is there anything else that any of you are looking for? Some people think of me like the bard atop the mountain, even though we're not on a mountain. But she pats the rock beneath her. Seems like mountainy enough. Does anyone have any questions they can ask me?
Nope, I'm
I-
Do
good.
you need a drink of water or something? That was pretty rough.
Oh,
Oh dear.
it's fine. Watch this. Wait, famous last words. So she does pull out her flask. She pours it into a glass, but she uses, is it prestidigitation or thaumaturgy? Which one is the flavoring one? It is prestidigitation, and it is available to bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, and artificers. So she pours out a glass, and she casts prestidigitation on it to chill it and to flavor it. And she's formed a nice cold glass of lemonade, and she begins to drink it. And she wants to offer it to any of you all as well.
Sure. Take a little sip.
I'm
Most-
fine. I'm fine.
Okay, she
I'm
nods
good.
at Casimir, but
Your stunt with the candy has made me. I'm not sure what else is from last time. The old stuff.
Oh my god.
Very keen of you, she'll say. She'll hand the glass over to Dooley.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like we all had things we've been looking for around here. Maybe you have some answers from here. Like I personally have been seeking some inspiration to sort of spark up a musical endeavor with my my lover. She really likes songs, and I've been struggling to write as of late.
I see. Okay. Let's see. A quick aside to Lux above the table. When you said, in your wish list, when you said Hershey Kiss, was that literal?
Yes.
Wait, was this for Elena specifically?
Yes.
Okay. So she procures out of, actually, someone in my chat can ask you to write !test follow for this next segment. Sid, here's your please, as she does for many of her fans. And she actually reaches into her hat and she procures something in an envelope for you. Thank you, Lux. She hands you this envelope. Inside, you see a ticket. And she says, in there is a ticket redeemable for a little one-on-one jam sesh with me. Together, I can teach you a few things, and perhaps there's something, if you're looking for inspiration, I can help you out. Maybe take you to some of my favorite thinking places. Whatever you need, I'm your gal. And she gives you a wink.
Oh, thanks. That'd be nice. I'll add that to my inventory.
Reese is like, can I have a ticket too, please? Yes, of course, Reese. She pulls out another ticket, puts it in an envelope. She folds it into, it's actually like a magical paper crane from the Waterdeep Dragon Heist adventure. And so it just flies over to Chatter Reese.
Yay, Reese, you get one.
All right. So with Elena and Reese having these one-on-one sesh tickets, would anyone else like to ask Sid for anything?
Cass. Okay, he has a couple of questions. Miss Sid, do you see that boy? Where is he? Oh, Miller, and he's like calling over to little boy who's like standing so far. He's like, the battle's over. You can come over here, hon.
Yes, I definitely did forget he was there.
And he's like, Miller, I have questions about this boy. Sid. What is he?
Oh, this boy right here. Oh, yes. So she turns towards him and she like strums some of her stringed instrument, causing a few like blue circles to appear between her and the kid. And she kind of like then after she's played this melody, caused these circles to appear, she kind of like positions them in a way so that she can kind of, you think like how some telescopes that you see in fiction and media, they have all these additional lenses or glasses that occur on them. Think like, I think the glasses that guy has in Legend of Vox Machina, I believe, or his, or is it, yeah, for his gun, his rifle, he had all those extra scopes that could go on it. Yeah, for Percy. Or like, you know, in Spy Kids 2, when they have those like glasses that do that
Yes.
enhanced feature. Yeah, think like that.
Yeah.
So that is what
Yes.
Sid is doing here. And she looks at this kid and she says, you know what? I understand your struggle all too well. She kind of like she implies that in her household maybe her parents weren't necessarily like, they didn't necessarily approve of either her gifts or her inclinations, and so she didn't really have that great of a support system growing up. And this kid right here, she insinuates, also has similar gifts. She can't speak as to any of his particular inclinations, but could use a steady hand to guide him so that he's not looking at suspicious videos on YouTube that are incorrect and full of misinformation.
Oh dear.
Aw. Casimir, like, he looks to the boy and he's like, "Oh, you poor thing. You don't have, you know, people to guide you. You know, if you need it, I could be your part-time teacher to teach you better magic."
The boy.
You know, he
Yeah.
does look down on the ground for like he had been looking down on the ground for much of this conversation, but when you mentioned the part-time teacher thing, he kind of says, you can kind of tell the energy here. He says, yeah, that sounds good. Part-time is good because, you know, I'm just such a busy guy. So many things to do, people to see. Part-time sounds good.
Oh. Or full-time? Like, you know,
Oh.
I
That's good. I see what you mean. No, you do offer the full time, which he does appreciate, but he says, "Oh no, no, part time is fine. I do have some things to do with people see, but full time sounds like a lot of homework."
Right, okay. And he's like, you know, he's like remembering and he's like, "Okay, well, you know, I have a lot of questions about you and your bouts, but you know, I'm here to help you." You know what I'm saying?
He smiles for more than you've seen him smile recently. You haven't seen him smile this big since you taught him how to correctly align the jewels earlier.
That's cute, kid.
Aw.
And then can Casimir ask like another question related to his like goal?
Yes, of course. As Sid would put it, you kind of asked that for Miller. What about for you?
I'm not sure how to explain this without making the people around me nervous. I have this issue, this disease. That needs curing. I'm look for someone or something that knows what to do with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I am not. Unexplained things keep happening to me. And I need something to help.
She nods solemnly. She can't promise to be, you know, the expert at everything, but given the vibes of what you may be looking for, she tells you that you might be able to start your search in a place called Zinda, which I will type in right here. She's heard of.
Ooh.
They keep a particular product called Jelly Wine, Jeli. And that might alleviate more than just the physical in someone, but is quite helpful when it comes to the physical.
I see. Thank you. Thank you. I will see to traveling there soon.
Yes, of course. And if you ever need a travel partner, I know a song or two.
Thank you.
Okay. And then if you all are cool with it, I'd like to ask Pim and Dooley for theirs before we wrap things up.
Ooh.
For our wish.
Is there a wish you have? You know, Sid can't promise to grant your wishes.
Oh, yeah,
but
I wanted
she's
to-
been known to grant many.
I wanted to steal something for the greater good. So Dooley won't be mad at me. And
Aww.
everyone will love me.
Pim. Oh, we love you. You're a good sport.
Ah. Okay, so Sid here knows just what to do. She'll reach into a side pocket, she'll hand you an envelope, and she says, "This here is the location of a museum of which some of their artifacts don't rightfully belong there."
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
So
What's the museum called?
it's unfortunately I don't read this particular language, but if you have someone in your because do any of you speak Draconic?
Oh, let me check.
I don't.
I know I have the spell detect language.
Oh.
Oh yes, I see the comprehend languages here. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that too.
Maybe do that.
Oh
Yeah, I'll you go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Probably
yeah.
better at it than I am.
Let me also check to see that I don't have Draconic on here. How do I? Oh wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, I do have Draconic.
Mm.
Oh, okay, so you do have Draconic. All right, so Pim, if you want to hand over, you could probably get the name for it from your party member.
Okay, I hand it over to.
All right, so yeah, you'll
Cast.
pop the comprehend language spell. Would you like to describe real quick what it looks like as you basically gain the power? Is it something in the air, something in your eyes, something on the paper? What does it look like?
Casimir takes it, and he's like looking at it, and his eyes just kind of like flicker a different color, and he's just like reading it like he's just, learned all this time, and that's it.
Okay. And then after that, you basically are able to figure out that it says that it is the Lolita Veer Library. Let me write this in chat over here. I mean, sorry, not library, museum. And you can relay this information to your colleague.
He says it says the Lolita. What was it? The Lolita Veer.
Mm-hmm, that's right. Also in roll 20.
All right.
All right. A successful target.
I go there. New
Potentially acquired.
successful target acquired.
All right. And then last but not least, Dooley, anything you'd like to ask Sid?
Do you think we did good here? That's a lovely little Slayer group.
Ooh, that's a good question. And she'll say, I mean, you saved my life probably more than once. I'm not sure of all the details. But hey, if you want, I can put in a good word for you all on my next tour.
That would be amazing. If a little song comes along, that would be amazing too. The sleigh bells ring, don't they? Where did the little guy go with the top hat? Did I
Oh,
miss that?
right. The colonel.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought
sure.
he jumped in the hole.
Yes, he must have modified those pumpkins for his own gain, as you know, some people are wont to do. But I'm sure he'll turn his head around soon. Perhaps your next holiday adventure.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I would like to confront him, and I'm gonna look down the hole he jumped in?
Yeah.
Question mark?
All
Or is
right.
it?
Oh yeah, it's like a tunnel
Wait,
situation.
Yeah.
Confront who?
Oh, it's a tunnel. Oh,
Let me share the
God, we're not
token
gonna
again.
get
So the
that.
guy who basically had Sid
Hmm.
like knocked unconscious and wanted his genetically modified pumpkins to attack was this fellow right over here, but he is long gone.
What fellow?
You see the token on the map for now before I put it away?
Oh,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dude
oh,
who
yeah.
was like,
the guy who spawned the pumpkin.
That's right, the pumpkin
Yeah.
spawner. That was my nickname in college.
Mm.
But yeah, Sid tells you
Oh.
that perhaps he'll rear his ugly head again, as he has been, as far as plants go, he's been doing some funky magical things, tampering with the laws of nature as originally intended.
Anyways,
Excellent.
I'd really like to wrap things up because it is pretty late and I'm
Mhm.
really tired.
Of course, yeah. As I said earlier, Pim and Dooley were the last things to ask. Now that you all got your wishes, Sid will escort you back to the entrance. I'll go ahead and take you to the new map. As the sun has set, as you were able to tell while you were in the maze, and well, you'll see that the fireflies are out.
Oh.
oh, it's pretty.
And with that, the sun has set on another adventure. You all have new headings, places to go. Sid will tell Pim to make sure to grab the giant egg on your way out of the museum.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, fireflies are out, and that is feels like a fantasy in and of itself these days. I thank you all for coming on this adventure. Feel free to ask Sid offline for any additional follow-up questions you may ask. But yeah, the apiary is safe. The maze is safe. All the people, you see the other NPCs, some of which you've met, some of which you didn't, are also here safely back at the apiary. No monstrous pumpkins are around, and your adventure is complete.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you so much. That was
thank you as
delightful.
always, Troy.
Yeah, thank you. It was
Thank you,
awesome.
Roy.
Yeah,
It was great.
Thank you all for playing with me. Corey, I know you do have to go. So anything that any of you all want to say to the people for the for my recording in the future, like a hi, we love you situation or something.
Hi, we love you situation.
Hello, we love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thanks for always checking out us and Troy and
Yeah.
us and Troy.
Thanks for
Yippee.
watching. Hope you all have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, and we'll catch you next time. We'll go to the chatting screen, but bye.
Bye.